Hello everyone, welcome. This is Ryan, the non-deficient vegan. Hello guys. Welcome to my Friday live stream. I saw a lot of you guys on early. I saw Dr. Bear is out with her husband in Mexico. So if you're watching after the fact, Dr. Bear, awesome. If you could pop in while on vacation in Mexico, I don't know why you would, but if you do, we'll say hi to you then. But happy, I guess, is it an anniversary? I didn't say what it is, but anyway, enjoy your time out there in Mexico. And remember, Sarah, you said you have a vegan food truck thing. It's being filmed tonight too, so you guys are living lives, man. I'm just living a boring life of just going through my routines now. I guess that's cool. I'm glad to be back in my routines after having so much work done on our house for the past month or so. So good to see you all. Good to see everyone here. Good to see all the happy fam. Hello, everyone. If you're not familiar with what's going on here, I'm Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Yes, Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, the live stream that's not hosted by a sociopath, a narcissist, or a grifter. No, I am your host, and Friday night is the night we all get together and chat about any and all things vegan. So if you're a long time or short time vegan and you want to enjoy some friendly vegan community, this is it. I mean, if anyone knows a more chill, friendly online YouTube vegan community, let me know. I'll check it out too. I mean, I've seen some other live streams I'm not bagging on, but I think maybe I'm a little biased, but I think ours is the coolest and funnest and just the most friendly. We have rules here, stuff like this. We don't allow people just to it's not the Wild West. You just can't run and yell racist, sexist, ageist, fill in the blank crap and think you can get away with it. We have basic rules of civility here, which I enforce and the moderators enforce very strictly. And what was I going to say? And if you're not vegan, you can come here and learn about veganism if you have an open mind, because a lot of people who aren't vegan come here with the opposite of an open mind. They come here with a very fixed mind about being against vegans and veganism. So they are usually violating rule number 1. They're being bigots. Anyway, even if they're not being bigots, often they want to try to debunk veganism. So that's why I usually include that in the title. If you feel you've got some great example, some great argument, something to tell us, to enlighten us why we should just give up being vegan, present your one argument, your one example, and elaborate on it. Be very clear, support it all you want, but don't just start flinging poop and, that one got debunked so quickly, let me throw this other one here about my ancestors since the circle of life didn't work. Let me do a combine harvester argument or whatever you're gonna do. So anyway, you just present it very clearly, and we will be polite to you as long as you are polite to us. So anyway, hey Emily Mulville, I'm so glad you're doing this live tonight and you're here to watch it. Wow, where are you at, Emily? I'm wondering if you're in a part of the world that's tougher for people to view our live streams. I know this time, that's when I do it. For me right now, it's Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I understand, if you're East Coast, it's 9 o'clock. If you're in Europe, it's in the middle of the night. So let me know if this is a good time for you. And Sarah, you're going to be in a room full of vegans later. Wow, so you're in a virtual room right now. And I said Sarah, and my phone thought I said Siri, and it came on. I didn't even say the word hey. So anyway, dumb phone. Anyway, what else is going on? Okay, so this vegan food truck thing you're going to do, Sarah, in Oregon. The show is airing on diners, drive-ins, and dives tonight at 9 Pacific. What channel would that be on? Forgive me if you said that earlier. But yes, Bond, yes, this is indeed a birthday stream. It's the closest stream to my birthday. My birthday is on Monday. I saw your birthday is Sunday, Travis? So yeah, mine's on Monday. I'm not going to do a live stream Monday. I'm probably going to be doing some birthday things with Angie. So I'm not sure exactly what yet, but yeah, we'll do something. Maybe lunch, dinner, go out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see how the weather is and everything. I'm just grateful my birthday finally, after 2 years, it's not on a weekend, because I hate weekends. Weekends are just, everything's so crowded and everyone's out trying to have a good time. I just want to go somewhere chill and not wait in lines and fight for a line to eat food or wherever I wanted to go. So I'm glad it's finally going to be on a weekday. But summer weekdays are no bargain as far as finding desolation or anything like that. It is California. It is summertime. I get that. But I'll take it over a weekend birthday any day. Hey, Johnny Bravo. Good to see you, Johnny. How's it going out there for you? What are you doing now as far as, are you doing military training? No, you're past that, huh? You've moved on. I'm thinking like that was like a year or two ago. But good to see you here, Johnny. So Emily, I was trying to see where you're from. Maybe I missed that. You said you've been vegan for 7.5 years and you have a 14-month-old son who you're also raising vegan. My doctor told us it's not safe to do so it's confusing and stressful. I mean, as long as it's a well-planned vegan diet, a sensible vegan diet, but that's true, I would imagine, even if you're eating meat and stuff like that. If you just fed your 14-month-old son Big Macs every day, just took him to Mickey D's 3 times a day, 7 days a week, I'm sure your doctor would have some issues about that. But you say you're vegan, you eat plants, all of a sudden it's like all hell's breaking loose. But let's take a look at some. I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a physician or health professional or anything like that. God forbid. No, I'm not. That's not the path of life I chose to go down. A little too late in life to go down that road. But I should have fired this up earlier. But if you look at the positions of people who are way smarter than me, people who are actually learned and published and professionals in the fields of nutrition, dietetics, human health, child health, infant health, it says right here, Dietitians of Canada. It's not just some like shirtless bodybuilder, carnivore, influencer, pounder chest. Hey, listen to me. It's the best diet of... No, here. A well-planned vegan diet can meet all these needs, referring to nutritional needs. It's safe and healthy for pregnant and breastfeeding women, babies, children, teen seniors. British National Health Service says pretty much the same thing. British Nutrition Foundation. A well-planned, balanced vegan or vegetarian diet can be nutritionally adequate. Studies of UK vegetarian and vegan children have revealed their growth and development are within the normal range. Let's see, anyone else here mentioned children? Mayo Clinic, second from the bottom, a well-planned vegetarian diet can meet the needs of people of all ages, including children, teenagers, and so on and so forth. They notice how they're prefacing it or qualifying it, saying a well-planned vegan diet. They're not saying, hey, just eat whatever you want as a vegan. Just eat Oreos and beer. Not to say you'd feed that to a kid. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about eating a well-planned, a sensible, plant-based diet, as opposed to I'm just going to eat nothing but raw fruits and vegetables for the rest of my life, which you're missing out on tons of fantastically healthy food groups like, say, legumes and potatoes, just grains, just stuff like that off the top of my head. Oh, Graven, your mom's birthday. Your 31st of July was your mom's birthday too. Awesome. Yeah, it's my birthday, July 31st. Let's see. So what have I missed there? Well, I was Fallon. I've never heard of Sophia Esperanza. No longer vegan. My mom sent me the video. I had no idea who she was until my mom reminded me she was a big fan. Who is Sophia Esperanza? And one of these anti-vegan persons did a video on her. Like, was she a vegan or like a famous person that was eating a vegan diet? Because you hear about this all the time, like such and such famous person or such and such celebrity is eating a vegan diet, but they're doing it for like, looks things, appearances. They want to look good on TV or in the movies or whatever they're doing, vegan diet is not about your appearances. It's, let's quickly take a look at what a vegan diet is. Let's see. There we go. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. It has nothing to do with optimal looks or anything like that, or feeling good. Even though I feel great on a vegan diet, it's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. Anyway, I'm curious who she is. I've never heard of that person before, I don't think. Yo, Uncle, what is up, Uncle? What am I going to do on my birthday? I'm not sure yet. We might go out to a meal. Maybe come back and watch one of my favorite movies that I get to, like, hey, it's my birthday, I'm gonna demand we watch something tonight, that we normally don't watch, or something like that. Bond says, I think she had a channel around veganism. I don't follow her channel though. I'm curious. Was it really about veganism like this? like animal cruelty and exploitation? Or was it, hey guys, I'm eating a vegan diet and I look good and blah blah? Is it that kind of thing where you never hear them talking about animals? It's all about health and food and nutrition and stuff like that, which are fine things, but I'm saying you could just be following a vegan diet and not be a vegan. Anyway, what's that, Sarah? Thankfully, all your doctors support your eating plan. Yeah, good. I've rarely had any friction from any of my doctors when I tell them I'm vegan. All they have to do is take a look at my physical attributes, my blood tests, my athleticism. They see my body mass index. That's what they're looking at. They know I play basketball typically. After a short conversation, I think they could tell I'm doing decently well for an aged man. Now I will be 56, guys. 56. Let's see, St. Pete. Hey, St. Pete Runner. She's a model, but somewhat of an activist. Hey, Drew V92. Thank you so much, Drew. Thanks.
Happy birthday, party popper. Hope it's a good one.
I hope it's a good one too, Drew. I always keep low expectations for like big days, like birthdays and stuff like that. I mean, I want to go out and have some fun, obviously, but I'm not planning something, this is going to be the super elaborate day. But yeah, Angie and I are planning to go out and have some fun. We already started. I visited my mom last week, and she gave me some cash for my birthday. And I said, all right, I have some tech problems I've been living with for like a long time. I had an old Apple Magic trackpad. I think I got back in either 2009 or 2011, and it's lived on all these years, but it's always losing connection, and it's just a pain in the butt. And the new ones have batteries built in, and I always hated changing the batteries on mine, and those batteries are all sucky. Anyway, got a new Magic trackpad, so I feel pretty cool right now. I've had zero issues since I got it. I think I got it on Monday. I saw her Saturday, and I got it on Monday. I was just really, okay, that's one problem I need to fix right now. Let's see. Hang on. I'm tangled in a mic cable. 1 second, guys. This is not cool. All right. That's a little cooler. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the happy birthday. I still a couple more days. I just figured, if I celebrate it next Friday, it's too late. It's already happened. It would have happened like 3 days before that. So I'll just do it today, like a few days before actually Monday. Hey, Johnny. So military isn't bad. Awesome. Happy the summer semester is almost over. So you're doing school too? Wow. Just mentally preparing for the fall semester, considering you're taking 5 classes and one of them being accelerated. Wow, you sound like you are in it, Johnny. Just in the thick of it. Busy, the whole thing. Yeah, good point, Sarah. Yeah, good point. I kind of alluded to it, but yeah, as far as like getting nutrition advice for your son, you're like a 14-month-old son. Yeah, a doctor isn't necessarily the best person. I know a lot of doctors like to represent that they know way more about nutrition than they were educated in. A lot of the stuff they spat about nutrition is just like Joe Rogan bro science sort of stuff, as opposed to evidence-based information. And that's where dietitians and nutritionists come in. They're actually trained in these matters. So yeah, what'd you say there, Sarah? Yeah, I would see a dietitian or a nutritionist for your child, not a doctor. Yeah, they typically don't know jack about nutrition, even though they pretend, hey, I'm a medical doctor. Like, yeah, you had what, like 1 hour of required training in nutrition or something like that, 2 hours, some piddly thing. Yeah, some do know about nutrition, but the odds are, just assume your doctor doesn't know much about nutrition, especially vegan nutrition, until proven otherwise. Just go in with that assumption. It can't hurt to have that assumption. Hey, there's NGB. Oh, I got my haircut this week too. That kind of started off my birthday celebration. At Apple Store on Monday, got my trackpad. Wednesday, got the old mop restyled. You can't really see it. It's really worked in the back and the sides. It's more layered, and it's going to grow out way cool. I want to grow my hair out a bit more. Maybe I was kind of mad she cut the front off. I told her not to cut any from the front, but I think she took off like half an inch or so. But it'll grow back. My hair grows like a weed, despite all these anti-vegans saying, oh, if you go vegan, you're going to go bald and lose all your hair, all that kind of nonsense. Travis, I should make the I'm no longer vegan home game. Could make a fun board game. Yeah, you're right, huh? And have the reason or / excuse, huh? Okay, Fallon's tell me more. That this person was a vegan YouTuber. She is vegetarian now. I did not understand her video. Her reasoning made no sense. Wait, what's her name again, guys? Can you guys paste it down below? And maybe I'll make a video about her, because I kind of specialize in watching these videos of people's make a why I'm no longer vegan video, and I try to understand if what they're saying makes any sense. So yeah, what's her name again? Tell me one more time, guys, and I'll paste it into Google. I'll find her. So she's a YouTuber. Her video is over an hour. I mean, how long does it take to make some like weird story about how you're not vegan anymore? Hey, Graven, who cares about non-vegans? Let them leave. Yeah, I mean, if she sounds like she was probably not vegan. That's what it sounds like. You guys give me all these red flags, like a famous person, a model. Oh, you going, Sarah? Have fun at your food truck tonight, and let me know what channel that's gonna be on, or else I can watch a replay, because I don't really have live TV much anymore. Johnny, if you ever make it out to California, you want to do a run? I don't really run anymore. You'll probably kick the crap out of me. I'll probably be panting. I mean, I run on the basketball court. I was just playing tonight. I mean, earlier today. Oh, you're telling Angie? Okay. Yeah, remember? Yeah. Okay, let us know before you go, Sarah. Hopefully, I'll see it. Hopefully, I won't be wrapped up with some like crazy nonsense or something like that. Yeah, Lucci Palmer, there's lots of reasons why people's hair can thin. Like aging is one of them. My hair is thinner now at 55 than it was at 45. There's no doubt, but that's pretty normal. Unless you're taking some kind of hair care medicine or whatever those growth products are, your hair doesn't get thicker from 45 to 55. At best, it stays the same and typically gets thinner. But yeah, other things like stressful events in life, all sorts of things can cause it. But here's the thing about vegan. If you're vegan, everything has to be perfect with you. If you catch a cold, it's because you're vegan. You know, you go skateboarding, you fall down and break your elbow or wrist. Oh, it's because you're vegan. Anything, you know, anything that goes wrong with your life physically or mentally, it's because you're vegan. Depressed? Oh, because you're vegan. You know, you got a toothache or a cavity, it's because you're vegan. Anyway, let's move on to other things. She went woo-woo to the max in her video. But what's her name again, guys? Let me know so I can look it up. I'll put it out in my... Yeah, I'm not bagging on bald guys or anything. I'm just saying I'm not bald yet. You know, one day maybe so. But right now, nope, not yet. St. Pete Runner, you were cursed with a receding hairline before veganism. Yeah, genetics. I know, that's it. I hate it when people like make a video about how some like 20 or 30 something vegan who has a receding hairline or is bald and they blame it on veganism. And like, it's genetics. It's just these are just plain just misinformation, hateful, bigoted attack videos. Like often you see these guys as brothers and they're all bald too. It's just genetics. The brothers aren't vegan. Anyway, so, let's see. Yeah, Fu Man Poo. Yeah, I heard your governor's presidential campaign is slipping. He's now like maybe in third place even. Never know, Ryan. Depends on how fast we can keep the pace. I mean, knowing how little I've been running lately, just like a 10-minute mile pace, I probably wouldn't. I'd be huffing and puffing on that after like, after a mile or so. You know, that would probably probably 11, 12-minute mile would be like chill. I mean, I still sprint and stuff like that. I'm just talking about like sustained efforts, you know, where you're going like, 40 minutes or something like that. I think going like 10-minute miles would be tough right now. I'm sure if I started training, I could fix that. You know, cardiovascular changes happen kind of quickly. Anyway, okay, Sophia Esperanza, thank you. Whoa, not available. Whoa, thanks for the super chat tip. Let me copy her name first, and I'll look at your super chat tip. I just saw it light up the screen there. Hang on, I missed it. The scrolling text makes it hard. I got it. Not available, thank you. Oh wow, it's your birthday again already. It's been another year. Have a lovely, happy birthday then, Mr. Ryan. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. I will have a lovely birthday. I'm gonna try to, at least. That's the plan. Thank you so much. Let me really quickly go to paste this person's name into Google before I forget it. So let me just put it over here. Okay, got it. So another super chat tip from Jalen. How do you feel about hypnotremia among vegans? Well, I don't even know what you're talking about there, Jalen. Thanks for the super chat tip. Apparently, it's not much of a problem amongst vegans because I've been vegan since 2010. I know literally hundreds, if not thousands, of vegans. I've never heard of anyone coming down with this. So, are you saying it's a vegan problem? Like it's something that vegans commonly have? Because I don't know what hypnotremia is. Can you tell me what it is? Just kind of curious there, Jalen. If you can give me a little more information about hypnotremia, and and you're saying it's a vegan thing. You're just saying everyone can get it, and sometimes a vegan gets it. Just kind of curious, Jalen. I really don't know what that is. You guys know what that is? Yeah, Giovanni, we were talking about Sophia Esperanza, someone who I've never heard of before. So I will look her up and hopefully I can make sense of her video. I don't really want to download and sort through a 1-hour video, so that's going to be a pain in the a-hole, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, Chavo Machine. I imagine it's not a big deal among vegans, low sodium levels. I've never been told I had low sodium levels. I'm just kind of curious. What was your name again there? Jalen, where did you hear this is a vegan thing? Again, if it's a vegan thing, how come I've never heard of it after being vegan for 13 years now? About 13 years. Never heard of it, and I've never heard of someone coming down with it. So anyway, I'm not saying it doesn't happen ever amongst vegans, but vegans can have any problem. Again, being vegan doesn't mean you're impervious to any illness or anything like that. Hey, thanks for the birthday wishes, guys. Yes, it is happening in a couple days on Monday. Allison, you don't need to watch the whole video. Trust you. Okay, Allison, thanks. I'll look her up. That sounds like fun. I'll look it up. I won't be doing it on my birthday though, so I'll take a look at it this weekend or after Monday. Oh, check my P.O. box. Thanks, Sarah. I will head there. Yeah, I don't head there that often. I typically head there for one of two reasons. One, which is like, yeah, someone like you tells me, hey, yes, go check your mailbox, and I will, my P.O. box. And the second way is if I'm just randomly in the Seal Beach area, because I chose a box not in Long Beach, but Seal Beach, because all the boxes in Long Beach are really expensive, and they're kind of in like, just kind of not cool areas. But the one in Seal Beach is like 3 blocks from the beach where I used to surf at all the time. Totally chill. Okay, Jalen. All right, thanks for the $5 super chat tip there. Thanks for clarifying what that is. It just means low sodium due to water in diet. Over 1,000 milliliters per hour is too much for kidneys. It seems to affect raw foodists, not only vegans though. Due to water. Are you saying vegans are so hydrated that it leads to low sodium? Is that it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is though. I'm just going by what you guys are telling me here, Jalen. It seems to affect raw foodists. Hey, don't pin. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying any raw food diets. Let's just face it, guys. They're extreme. You're never eating cooked food ever again for the rest of your life. But you know, most of these people start eating cooked food, eventually meat and dairy and all that after a few years down the road. But the theory is you're not supposed to eat cooked food your whole life, and you're intentionally excluding perfectly healthy food groups for no reason from your diet. So yeah, no wonder so many raw foodists, not all, but so many that I've responded to over the years here, so many raw foodists have so many health issues. And it's no wonder. They're missing all sorts of wonderful foods and eating in weird ways. Jalen, no, I'm saying raw foodists, smoothies are too big. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I have pretty good size smoothies, Jalen. They usually have like a 4 or 5 banana. Today I had a 6 banana smoothie because I played so much basketball earlier today. I actually played games for the first time since July 4th. Anyway, I had a big ass smoothie. I've never seen any indication that I have like weird sodium levels. And I get my blood tested all the time. I've never looked for sodium levels ever. I'll go look now that you said it. But any result on my blood test, any marker that's out of range does get flagged, gets marked as out of range. And I never remember, I can tell you for an absolute fact, sodium has never been marked out of range. So yeah, raw food is, don't just say it's kind of wrong to generalize raw food is health problems over just vegans who don't have the weird belief that cooked food is evil and all that kind of stuff, because we eat a wider, diverse array of foods. But thanks for asking, Jalen. Yeah, I don't think I have a issue with that, but I'll check my blood labs. I'll just, when we're done, I'll take a look and see what it says for sodium. You got me curious now. Hey, thanks for the birthday wishes, guys. Thanks, Dark Cradle. Fu Man Poo, our chat bot got mad at you. This happens. So Jalen, this happens to you as raw foodist. You're still vegan? Well, don't be a raw foodist, Jalen. if you are seeing that what you are doing needlessly as a raw foodist, restricting food groups and having too many big smoothies is causing you health problems, maybe that's a sign that you shouldn't be a raw foodist, but anyway, I hope I'm understanding your what you're saying here, Jalen. And maybe I'm guessing English isn't your first language, or you're just having some typing issues on your phone or something like that. Okay, Felon. So you're saying Lifting Vegan Logic did a live stream reviewing her video. Wow. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I could do that tonight, but I don't want to waste my birthday live stream reviewing some "Why I'm No Longer Vegan" video. Hey, Corvid Moon, how's it going? What's that Chavo machine? You heard that ex-vegan last got her "Why I'm Not Vegan" speech from ChatGPT? That's funny. Jalen, why can others do it though? You're talking about raw vegan diet, and thanks for the super chat tips there, Jalen. Most raw foodists end up not being raw foodists. In fact, most raw vegans end up being not only raw after a few years, like 3, 4, 5 years, most of them end up not being vegan after a few more years. I mean, I'm saying if you want to set yourself up as a vegan to not be a vegan in the future, the best way to do that is to be a raw foodist, because I've met so many raw foodists who wreck their health and they just blame veganism. No, it was the raw food diet. But yeah, some can do it for long term. I'm not saying no one can, Jalen. You're absolutely right. Yeah, like Chris Kindle, John Kohler, a few people that come to mind immediately. I think Ted Carr is still doing it. I mean, yeah, people can do it, but these are the exceptions, not the rule. The rule is that most people, after like say 5 years of raw veganism, are not even raw anymore. They're not even vegan anymore. So just keep that in mind, Jay. And there's no real reason to eat a raw diet. There's nothing that's gonna like kill you about eating cooked food. You're not gonna lose a day off of your life. You're not gonna grow a third elbow or something like that. I don't know what they say. Cooked food isn't poison. It's not addicting. You're intentionally missing out on some fantastically healthy food groups that are associated with longevity, such as legumes. Drew, hey Drew V92. I don't use chronometer. I don't count calories or anything like that. I'm taking a guess, 3,000-ish. You remember, I'm pretty big. I'm 6'4.5", 190. I vary between 195 and 198 pounds, something like that. And I'm pretty physically active, so I probably need more calories than most of you guys. Just for my size alone, I'm bigger than probably all you guys, or most of you guys, 99% of you guys. Yeah, the physical activity is pretty high considering my old age as well too. So yeah, I'm guessing somewhere around 3,000. There might be some days where I eat less, some days I eat more, but I think something like that. Yeah, Joseph Logan, I'm not bagging on raw food. I tell you, I had a big banana smoothie. When I got back from the gym today, I didn't feel like having oatmeal and a smoothie. I just went big on the smoothie. So I ate pretty raw. And Angie made some spring roll wraps. I think that was pretty much all raw. There's some tofu in it, but pretty raw. I have nothing against eating food that's not cooked. However, there's no reason to eat only uncooked food for the rest of your life. You know, there's nothing that's going to happen to you that's going to make your life that much better by doing that. Giovanni, where'd I get my heights at genetics wise? Well, I think it comes from my mom's side actually. Cause yeah, my grandparents on my mom's side, they were taller than average. Like people think like my grandpa came from China. You'd think he'd be a little dude or something like that. No, he's pretty tall. I would say maybe like 5'9" or 10 or something like that. My grandma is like an inch or so shorter than him. So I think I got it from that side of the family. But to be 6'4.5", just call it 6'5". I don't know. There's no one else in my family on either side that's remotely close. I'm a complete freak. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what my parents were feeding me. Something weird happened because my dad wasn't tall at all. I'm guessing he was maybe 5'4" or something like that. My mom 5'7". She was a little taller than him. Let's see. Hey, VLAM. Good to see you, VLAM. Yeah, Rebecca. I mean, eating a fully raw diet, there's so many foods I would be so missing. I mean, that I love eating. Like you said there, potatoes for one, never eating a potato again for the rest of your life. Just the thought of that just is depressing, right? Rice and beans, never having any legume of any kind, not even a chickpea or anything like that for the rest of your life. I mean, what's the point? You're not gonna like live longer or be healthier or have better anything. It's just a pointless endeavor. I mean, if you like being raw because you like being raw, you love it, it makes you feel good, your mental and woo-woo stuff is flowing for you, awesome, totally cool. But don't kid yourself. You're not you're not gonna have better labs than like someone like if you were doing it like eating how we eat, a whole food plant-based diet. You're short, Graven. I think you mentioned that before. Mozzie, raw sounds boring. What's that, uncle? You had a biology teacher in high school that said we can't digest cellulose, so we have to break through the cell wall of plants somehow, either with heat or by mechanical means. Blender cellulose, like plant matter. Like we can't eat plants? Is that what your teacher is saying, uncle? Maybe I'm misunderstanding what your teacher's saying. Your teacher's saying we can't eat plants unless we put them in a blender or something, or heat them. I mean, that's untrue. I mean, banana, like fruit, like you eat all sorts of fruit, I mean, explain that one. Have your teacher explain that one. I guess there's no cellulose in fruit then. I don't know. I'm not a scientist or anything. So maybe I'm misinterpreting what your teacher's saying there. Hey, Jalen, thanks again for your super chat tips tonight. I will always be vegan. Great. And abandon raw food diet. Yeah, no point in being raw. Again, unless you really love it for some kind of spiritual or magical reasons, but there's no point. I tried a raw food diet multiple times and was confused by other success. Good. I'm glad you never became an ex-vegan though. But yeah, don't even bother trying to be a raw vegan and I'm the success of a raw vegan. This shows you if it's that hard, someone's considered a success if they can stay raw for like 2 years, 3 years or something like that. Again, there's no point. There's no benefit. You're not going to have more energy as a raw vegan. You're not going to have more vitality, better health compared to someone like eating a diet like what we promote, a whole food plant-based diet. You're not going to beat anything on a raw diet. So there's no point. It's a lot of money to always have constantly perfectly or semi-perfectly ripened food and ready to go all day, every day, 365 days a year. It's just tough. And there's no reward. There's no real payout. Just be a whole food plant-based vegan. You'll get all the benefits. Yeah, raw is hard, Fu Manpu. It's hard to never eat anything that's being cooked, and it just kind of gets depressing after a while, I think. I mean, it's kind of cool. I've tried it for a while. It's all right. I can speak firsthand. I'm not just speaking hypothetically or anything like that. I have some experience. ZZ Captain, what's that? Hey Ryan, I think we're working on getting veganists to live to be 100 years more. I don't know of any yet, but I'm gonna try. Stick around another, how many years is that? 44 years, see if I make it to 100. Yeah, I agree. Even imagine never eating a pizza for the rest of your life, you know? And I guess if you want to wash that pizza down with a swig of beer, beer's been heated up, right? So even though you just drink it cold, but it's been brewed. So yeah, a lot of things you could never have again. Yeah, some raw food is really hard to chew. It means it's probably not that digestible. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, I can't eat potatoes on a raw diet. Screw that. Like, show me any science that eating potatoes is going to take a day off of your life, a second off of your life. It's going to increase. Eating potatoes is not going to increase your risk of any disease like heart disease or diabetes or anything like that. You know, it's ridiculous how raw foodists are afraid of perfectly healthy foods. It's because their leaders scare their followers into believing these perfectly healthy foods like legumes, you know, beans and starches. Starches is like a dirty word. I know. I hung out with the raw food crowd. You say starch, it's like a dagger. You're eating starches. Get away from me. You know, it's like that. I know VD. I've made a good face. So VD's gonna steal that face, huh? You're going to steal that one, right, VD, and make up a very non-creative, stupid story about how veganism caused me to look like that, right? That's what you're going to do, VD. I already gave you the thumbnail right there. Ryan, happy healthy vegan, has vitamin deficient seizure on Livestream. So I even gave you a title. I gave you a thumbnail. I gave you a title. Have at it, VD, or any other hater. Potato juice, you mean vodka? What's that, Sarah? I do think of grannies when I hear the word starch. Wait, I don't understand that connection. How's that work out? You have a good point, VLAM. Yeah, it depends how our world is looking when I'm 100. Yeah, I might be glad to be gone at 90 or something. We'll see. You know, we'll see how it all goes down. I know. Plus, I don't have any kids to help take care of me. You know, it might not be good to stick around to be 100. But I'm just trying to stay as healthy as I can, as long as I can, knowing that I don't have kids to take care of me. Yeah, I agree, and I feel that way sometimes too. You know, in fact, I feel that way quite often. Oh, hey, is that you, Jamit? Thanks for the super chat tip. London trip for 21 days around Christmas. We'll do the Daniel diet at that time, aka Daniel fast, partly to save money. Okay, why not? We'll weigh myself before and after. Fast length is coincidentally the same length as your stay. Wow, interesting. I've not heard of that. If that's gonna make your trip work out better for you, cool. Sewell thinks I should adopt Nina Delgado. Is that Nimai you're saying? Nina or Nimai? You're trying to say Nimai there? It's easier for some alcoholics to learn to drink less than quit all at once cold turkey. Same with veganism. Hope to meet you one day, bro. Yeah, maybe so. We'll start doing public things, appearances in the future. But yeah, we don't have any setup right now. Hey Milo, how's it going out there? Not cooking saves lots of energy, prevents pollution. Yeah, sure. You know, that's one way to look at it, but another way to look at it is, okay, I'm not saying there are no positives to a raw diet. I mean, that's one right there, you know, and especially if you're in Hawaii, you know, or in the tropics. You know, I see what those farmers markets are like, especially the Gila one. They're amazing. I mean, Angie and I are actually looking forward to living in Hawaii on the Big Island, just so we can eat even more fruit than we eat now. We're so jealous when we watch the farmers markets. I'm so glad they have like some of our favorites are able to grow really well in Hawaii, like say even like things like avocados, which grow really great here in California, but all the great mangoes and stuff you guys have out there, all sorts of bananas. But yeah, there are advantages to a raw diet for sure. I think it's easier to do in a warmer, more tropical climate as well, as opposed to freezing your ass off in Canada or something like that, or England. But yeah, giving up entirely healthy food groups like legumes and potatoes, like there's no real reason. I don't think the savings on energy really makes up for, like, the loss of all the great foods you're missing out on. Great nutrients, healthy foods, legumes are associated with longevity in all sorts of studies. So, I don't really see, as far as a health reason, any reason, I don't see any health reason why people should give up eating just how we eat, a whole food, plant-based diet. It's so much easier. It keeps you vegan. You don't see too many people saying, hey, I eat like happy, healthy vegan and it wrecked my health. And now I'm making this dumb video why I'm not vegan anymore because I got so sick eating potatoes and legumes and bananas. But yeah, I'm looking forward to eating more raw food in Hawaii for sure, whenever that may be. I don't know if it's going to be next year or 3 years or 5 years or whatever, but that's the plan. Get out there, eat more fruit. Not to say I don't eat a lot of fruit. I already eat more fruit than most people I know for sure, but I'm going to step it up once I'm in the tropics. Drew, yeah, good point. There's always something better you could do to help the planet. Stopping cooking food isn't gonna. I don't think seriously. I mean, maybe if everyone in the world stopped cooking or something, the cumulative impact of that on in the atmosphere might make a dent. But just to get all vegans to go raw vegan, I don't think that's gonna really add up to be too much of a significant thing. But I don't know. I haven't seen any data on it. Allison, any life advice for a mid-20-year-old? Grab $5,000-$10,000 if you can. Invest it in the stock market. Put it in like an S&P 500 index fund. Come back when you're my age and see where it's at. You don't even have to even touch it again. Just put it in once in your mid-20s. Come back when you're 55 and see where you're at. You should have a little something there for you. And if you want to contribute to it a little bit every once in a bit, even better. So that's my little advice. Build up a little nest egg now, so when you're my age, wow, I'm glad I listened to Ryan's advice when I was in my mid-20s. Hutchie, appeal to futility. Did we have an appeal to futility argument? I didn't see one. Let me know what you're talking about there, Hutchie. VLAM, Corvid Moon, same for me in Hong Kong. Bananas, apples, and oranges too are getting expensive. Oh, what did Corvid Moon say? Let me see if I can scroll up to find Corvid Moon. Fresh berries are so expensive. Yeah, like even here, yeah, blueberries, stuff like that are pretty expensive. Strawberries stay pretty cheap here in California, relatively speaking. It prevents you from really getting a proper serving of fruit or berries. Yeah, as I said, getting 3,000 calories, which I told you I need roughly, being 6'5", 190 odd pounds, a very physically active person. It's expensive. It's really expensive. Not everyone has the financial assets to be able to do that. I mean, some can, and depends where you live too. I know it's easier to get low price fruit in some parts of the world compared to others. We're not on an even playing field here in the world, for better or for worse. Hey, what can I do? Wait, Led Zeppelin. I know that song, Fu Manpu. Hey, Jalen, thanks again for your super chat tip there. And Mona Lisa, oh my God, is that Australian? Are you in Australia there, Mona Lisa? Thank you for that very generous super chat tip there. Wow, thank you. I will use that. Yeah, we're talking about going out to a meal of some kind. So I will use that for my birthday meal. So any wishes you guys send my way today, yeah, well, they will help my birthday on Monday to be that much more amazing. So thanks so much. Yeah, we're trying to go and have some fun. Appreciate that, Mona Lisa. Very appreciated. And Jalen asked a question. Has the rise of raw plant-based harmed vegan growth? I don't think there's that many raw people out there. You're talking about like raw vegans, raw fruitarian type people, raw diet people that don't eat meat. I don't think they're that many. I think they are like amongst, just count them as vegans. I don't know if they have the ethics and morals that vegans do. We're against animal cruelty, and people don't really care about that. They're kind of accidental vegans. There's some exceptions, for sure. I'm not saying all are. Most people I've met that are raw kind of into it for some kind of spiritual reason or some kind of bizarre fantasy of optimal health reason. But I think their numbers are so small compared to just regular vegans. They're probably like 1 in 100 or so, 1 in 1,000 of vegans are raw. If even that, it's a pretty tiny proportion, I think. So I don't think it harms the vegan movement, other than so many of them disproportionately quit being vegan because of the health issues they suffered or were caused by eating a long-term raw diet. Hey, Gretchen, Karma, good to see you. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Yeah, a couple days early, but I figured better early than never because, yeah, if I celebrate it next Friday, I've already turned 56. Yeah, Corbett, I've heard about the Oppenheimer movie. Yeah, I'll check it out when it comes to streaming or something like that. Hey, Jalen, thanks again. But when they quit, people think veganism is bad. Yeah, absolutely. You're 100% right, Jalen. When the raw fruitarian, raw vegan people suffer some or cause some kind of health issue to arise from their diet, that it's a really, I tell you, it's a really extreme way of eating. You're excluding all cooked food for the rest of your life. Never eating legumes, potatoes again. Anyway, yeah. When a health issue arises, it's not a slam dunk. It's gonna, but when it does, it seems to pop up more for raw people than just people eat a regular, just sensible vegan diet. Again, if you want to eat raw, totally cool. I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying the disproportionate amount of them seem to have some kind of health issue that causes them to quit being not only raw but even vegan. It's like, no, why don't you try eating just simple, like how we do, whole food, plant-based, before you start chowing steak again. But yeah, it does make, and it's ammunition for anti-vegans, like carnivores and those types. They just take it as a sign the vegan diet sucks. Like, no, they're eating like nothing but like fruit and uncooked vegetables for 5 years. How does that define what a vegan diet is? So good point there, Jillian. It gives the anti-vegans ammunition. Let's see. I'll watch them both at some point, Shavo. I'll check out Oppenheimer. I'll check out Barbie when they come to streaming, whenever that may be it in a month or a year. I'm in no hurry. I have other things I'm planning to watch that doesn't really affect me much. I'll check them out. Trying to figure out what I'm going to watch on my birthday. Earlier I was thinking I'm going to call Dirty Harry, because ever since we got our proper widescreen TV in the living room, we had a crappy one for the longest time. I've never seen Dirty Harry on our so-called big screen. It's like 40 inches or something like that. Don't get too jealous. So maybe I'll call Dirty Harry. I was thinking maybe Contact, the movie that Carl Sagan wrote about alien contact. Angie said, hey, the Grateful Dead movie. We've never seen that on our big screen yet either. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to see yet. Johnny, your real name is Joseph. Yeah, I remembered your real name wasn't Johnny. It's kind of funny you picked that, but I remember you told me the story before why it's someone else, right? Not the guy on the Brady Bunch, but anyway, I forgot what the story was, Joseph/Johnny. Yeah, I love Dirty Harry. That's Clint Eastwood's just iconic movie. I just love how it's early 70s, San Francisco, Clint Eastwood in his prime. I just love that movie. It has some problems, but everything made in the 60s, 70s, and even 80s usually has some kind of, non-modern, like a Gen Z person might trip on some of the language and stuff. But anyway, that's good, Jalen. I'm glad the thought of quitting vegan never crossed your mind. Thanks for the super chat tip too as well, Jalen. Yeah, I'm glad if you're raw and you had some issues, the thought of quitting vegan. Yeah, quit raw, but don't quit being vegan. Yeah, again, remember, it's just an extreme way of eating, intentionally excluding perfectly healthy food groups for no real actual benefit. So yeah, just go back to eating. Yeah, you feel lucky punk? Yeah, I love that whole scene, that whole thing. I kind of got a little carried away with shooting, was it 5 or 6? You gotta ask yourself, am I feeling lucky punk? Yeah, I kind of want to see that again. The movie it's hilarious. It's not, it's supposed to be funny, but I would say it wasn't meant to be. No, there's definite lines in there are meant to be just just make you, laugh out loud. Yeah, Dan, good point. Blue zone staples you often see, beans, because I said they're associated with longevity. Yams, sweet potatoes, those starches. Yep. Mm-hmm. So if those foods were associated with dying soon. How come the blue zones are eating these foods? Again, more reason not to be raw vegan. Because I know raw vegans think they're eating this perfect diet of nature. They're going to live a long time, live longer than normal people. They're like, no, there's no evidence for that. What do our chatbots say? Yeah, our chatbot doesn't like, what did you say? Foul language. I can't imagine what you said there, Shavo. I know you're cool. I know you wouldn't have said anything inappropriate. It's really there to catch people who are, to come with bad intentions. So sometimes, unfortunately, our fans, our followers, our viewers that are, have good intentions get caught up in the chatbot's filter. So I apologize. It's just a trade-off I have to live with. It catches a lot of bad stuff that needs to be caught, but the unfortunate thing is a lot of stuff that's okay gets caught too. What can I do? Fully Raw Christina lives in Hawaii now? Okay, last time I remember she's living in Texas. Really? How long has she been living in Hawaii? And I had no idea. Let me know about that, Milo. Freely's in Hawaii too? Are you serious? Or is Freely hot? Which is it? Because I'm hoping Freely's not in Hawaii. I wouldn't mind seeing Christina again. I've met her a couple of times. Anyway, the bot is mad tonight, sir. Huh? Our bot is sentient, huh? I know where V Burger is, Amaya, and I met the owner several times. Really nice people. Never been there though. I mean, I know they just use like was it an Impossible or Beyond Burger? I mean, I'm not knocking it. They're really cool people, and I should support their business more. But yeah, I just couldn't make a Beyond Burger or something like that. But no, I've never been to them, and I wish them the best success. Let's see. Which logical fallacy do I find the most irritating or annoying? Well, on a personal level, John, I absolutely hate these lame personal attacks. It's ad hominems like, you look old or something like that. I'm 55, maybe 56 in a couple days, or whatever. Hey, you don't look like a bodybuilder. I'm a basketball player. I mean, does everyone in the world, no matter what sport they play, have to resemble like a bodybuilder of 10 years or 20 years or something like that? Anyway, personal attacks. As far as non-personal things, I'm really annoyed with the appeal to futility fallacy, like the TikTok beef lady, Piers Morgan. So many people define veganism in such a way it's impossible, and they take that, so you can't be a perfect vegan, then just screw being vegan, start eating steak. You going, Graven? Good night, Graven. Yeah, I know it's late out there. I'm pretty chill tonight too because of my gym trip today. You just learned of the ad hominem. Yeah, it means toward the human, toward the person. Yeah, they're attacking something about someone's personal attributes, not their logic, not their argument, not the words that they said or wrote or whatever. They're attacking some personal thing like, oh, you wear glasses. Oh, veganism debunked, or something like that. They're attacking personal attributes. What's Milo? Fully Raw Christina has had a homestead in Hawaii, not the Big Island. Okay, thanks for pointing it out. And I assume Freely's still in Australia, right? You're just saying she was hot like Christina. I'm not saying any of these ladies are hot or not. I'm just reading what Milo is saying here. I'm not putting any judgment, good or bad, upon them. They're adults. I'm not here to judge them. Yeah, we're missing Sweet Potato Sister tonight, huh? Good point there, Chris Murphy. Yeah, we're also missing Dr. Bear. She's celebrating with her husband tonight. So, or for not just tonight, but for a week or so, I think. So anyway, hey, Metalhead, dropping by to say hi. Good to see you, vegan Metalhead. Yeah, I appreciate it. If you guys are busy, enjoy yourselves. But if you can come by and say hi, that's totally awesome. And if you're doing something out of the ordinary, let me know. Say, hey, I'm in Mexico right now, or whatever you might be doing. Oh gosh, no, what I've learned about, he's just a supporter. I don't know if he's on the payroll. I have no evidence, obviously, but he seems to be, in my opinion, on some kind of payroll of meat. I mean, yeah, it seems like a logical person for the meat industry, has a budget for influencers. I've shown this before. Seems like he'd be a great one. Big reach, bro kind of dude. He seems like a great person for them to get on the payroll. And if the broccoli industry is watching, give me a call. Talk to me. I don't have an agent. Just talk to me. I want to get on the payroll of Big Broccoli to promote the virtues of eating vegetables. Hey, Seawolf EC, thank you for the super chat. I'll use it. I'll apply it to my birthday. Oh, you going, Foo? You've been up since 3 a.m. Holy moly. Yeah, get to sleep. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, Johnny. Oh, that's why you weren't here. You're involved in relationships. Awesome. Totally cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's cool. You're at the right age for that. Invest time in that. Spend energy into that. Put energy into that. But yeah, when you have some free downtime in between relationships, hop on here and hang out with all us vegans virtually here. But yeah, if you got a real live date, yeah, do that for sure. That should take precedence over hanging out with us here. But we appreciate you here. Hey, AJ, have you been around, AJ? I just see you've been on, AJ. Good to see you, AJ. I don't know how I missed your coming on tonight. You haven't been on that long, right, AJ? Please tell me you haven't been on like for 20 minutes or something like that. If so, veganism's been debunked because it's official. Ryan is stupid. Okay, AJ just got here. Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not as dumb as I thought I might have been there. Or maybe dumb is the wrong word. Just not observing things properly. I don't know what word that would be. Observant. Anyway, hey, this is your date. Haha. I'll be part of anyone's date here for sure. You've been here like 10 minutes. That still is a long time. I should have noticed you within that time, quicker than 10 minutes. So my bad. My apologies. That kind of debunks veganism a little tiny bit, maybe. Let's see. Hey, Jalen, did you just join the Happy Fam, Jalen? Well, thanks for being here. And maybe we'll get you fully away from your raw vegan days. Just show you that. It's fun to try. I tried it too, Jalen. I'm not, above it or anything like that. I did it, saw what it was and what it wasn't. It's not all that. So, yeah, just get you away from that whole raw way of thinking and all the weird kinds of ways of thinking that are often, not always, but often found or associated in the beliefs of raw people, because there's a lot of weird stuff. I've made a lot of videos responding to the weird stuff. I'm just not making this up, just trying to diss it without any evidence. I've made maybe a dozen plus videos responding to raw vegan nonsense, like cooked food is poison, cooked food's addiction, and all this weird stuff. So thanks. Cool, Jay. I'm glad you are a member. Dating is a lot, Johnny. It takes a lot of energy, psychological, mental energy. It's a lot, So yeah, sometimes it's cool just to chill for a little bit and appreciate. Okay, I'm not dating anywhere now. It's cool. You're young. You don't have to worry about it. You don't always have to be dating someone. Think about how much of your life before, when you're younger, you weren't dating. You were fine. You're gonna be fine not dating for a little bit. It's all good. You're young, good-looking dude, Johnny. I'm sure if you get back out there, maybe you want to appreciate some downtime right now and just chill. How can you get your boyfriend eat salads? Asked Amaya. I don't know. As a dude myself, salads usually aren't the most appealing food, and I'm a vegan. I can say that, So I would say if you want to get your boyfriend to eat more plants, don't try to force salads on your boyfriend. Give him something else. Give him something hearty, something thick and full, filling. Salads can often leave someone a bit kind of lacking. Just saying. I think that's way to convince your boyfriend, not through salads. Show him that doesn't suck being vegan. You can eat all sorts of great, tasty foods. Wow, Jalen, you became a Happy Fam true fan. Awesome. Wow, Jalen, awesome. Where are you from, Jalen? Just kind of curious. I wasn't sure if English was your first language or were you having trouble typing on your phone or computer. Just kind of curious, Jalen. Just kind of curious where you're from. If you don't have to share that with a live crowd right now if you don't want to, but if you don't mind, I'd be curious to know where you're at. I appreciate you joining us. Okay, Sarah, you haven't dated forever? Yeah, but you did that coffee date, right? How did the coffee date go, Sarah? Are you guys going to go out again? I know, he wanted you to go rafting with him, which we all agreed is way too much for our first date, but how is it going? Very low-key coffee. I hope, did anything happen there? You guys, hey, we want to go out for a second time? Just kind of curious. Or if you weren't feeling any vibes, totally understandable. I've been on dates like that too, not everyone has a connection. There's nothing wrong. It's not you. It's not even them. It's the chemistry of two people, two different personalities come together. There's some sparks and magic or chemistry, or there's not, And again, it has nothing to do with any of you guys. It's the chemistry that arises or doesn't arise. The coffee was nice. He was cute. Hey, not sure if there's a spark. You're not on the hunt. Yeah, but I think you did the right thing, though. So just go and have a coffee with someone. Like, why not? Like, why not? So I'm glad you did that. If there's no spark, cool. Your life's still kicking butt. What's up, VLAM? You're happily married, but can do with the vegan friend date or two in real life. Wait, so if I understand, happily married, but can do with a vegan friend date or two. Oh, okay, go out with a vegan friend of opposite gender. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, AJ, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. Exactly. Oh, you don't like to feel like you're being interviewed. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, some dates are kind of like that, huh? First date. So, but I guess that's, kind of normal, I guess. I haven't been on a date for a long time, so I don't know what's normal anymore. But for my age, I remember when I was your age, kids, it was kind of normal. You want to, kind of know what they're about, So exactly, some questions to ask often. You get the date shakes, Uncle? What are the date shakes? Is that like literally going on a date, Uncle, and shaking? Or is it drinking a smoothie, a shake made out of dates? Because both are interesting in their own right. Wow, I haven't had that, ZZ Captain. That sounds interesting. What's that, Seawolf? You're a relapsed vegan? Oh, sorry to hear that. You had some dead, rotting fish flesh. Don't hate people who make it an effort, even if they fell off the wagon and started torturing animals. Did Love You Ryan keep on trucking? I think what you're saying is good. I think, Seawolf. I mean, not good that you ate fish, but I mean, that's good you're back as vegan. Yeah, good question, Karma. Gretchen, yeah, do us vegans in the chat, do we only date vegans? I can't answer that question because I'm married, so the whole dating thing's out of the picture for me. Just hypothetically, though, it would be hard for me to imagine dating someone eating meat in front of me, How would you guys go out to dinner? I guess if they were respectful and when we were together ate only plants, I could maybe hang with that, but if it progressed further, can they really pull that off all the time? I can see them pull it off like once or twice a week or something like that. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting thought. You got to finally go, Sarah. Hey, what channel is your show that you're going to see getting filmed tonight? This vegan food truck thing. Let us know what channel. Is it like a eating food channel or something like that? Maybe some of us have that and can watch it. You said it'll be in 2 hours, 9 p.m. Pacific. Let us know, Sarah, if you're still here. Super Bowl. Not dating right now, but I will only date a vegan. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel too. I just can't imagine how it would work out, once you get over, okay, they're so amazing and pretty or whatever like that, or handsome, whatever your thing is. And, once you get over that, then you're going to get annoyed seeing them eating an animal, right? It's going to be a big turnoff. I know when I watch some of my favorite, K-pop idols, females, ladies, girls, whatever to call them, they're beautiful and all that. And then I see them eating some stuff like, oh, how can they be eating that pork or steak? I can't imagine, Anyway, probably not, Uncle. Maybe just one quick one and then never again. I don't know. Yeah, Gretchen, I kind of feel the same way too. It's just hard to imagine how it would work out, I guess you go on a date or two and see what it's like, but I can't imagine, even if those initial dates worked out, if you want to get past that and have a relationship, I don't see how it's going to work out in the long run. But maybe some of you guys can prove me wrong. Angie took a chance on me when we met. She was vegetarian, and she knew I wasn't vegetarian, but I had been vegetarian prior to us dating. So she knew I was compatible with it, so she just made the food and I became vegetarian. Next thing you know, well, not next thing, like a decade later, we're vegan. Wow, Milo, that sounds amazing. You're having a smoothie made out of jackfruit and bananas and sugarcane juice. You grew yourself. Did you grow all those? Did you grow, because you're in Hawaii, so yeah, jackfruit grows there, bananas, and I know sugar cane's some there. Did you grow all three of those, or just one of those three ingredients? Wow, that's amazing. That's another reason why I want to move out there. I get so excited when I see like properties, like houses, and they say, oh, has all these trees, avocado trees, banana trees, mango trees, passion fruit, whatever, I'm just and limes and citrus. I'm going, oh man, I just can't wait to get out there and eat all that stuff. But not yet. Seawolf, Jesus ate fish. Okay, I'm not sure how that's relevant to what we're talking about. Yeah, Gretchen. Yeah, Angie and I pretty much went vegan around the same time. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it kind of happened to us together, being a couple, went through the same things at the same time, and we pretty much, yes, at least I did. I remember I said, I don't want to even eat any cheese anymore. We're pretty much vegetarian for the longest time, and I just made a point, I'm never going to eat anything other than plants again. And she was on board too. And here we are now, 10 years into a vegan YouTube channel. Hey, good night, Johnny. I know it's late out there. Good to see you. Yeah, Dre Starman. Yeah, dating is hard enough as it is, right? Dating is tough. And then once you get the complexities of vegan involved, if you connect with someone, you can integrate diet habits down the track. Yeah, that's what happened with Angie. She took a chance with me, she took a chance and it worked, So it can work, I just, I guess it's a case-by-case situation. Yeah, good night, Johnny. Good to see you. Come back anytime. Rebecca D, we got married before you became vegan. Unfortunately, he's still not, but for me, it's not a reason to divorce. I would hope not. Yeah, I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying if you're meeting anew, right? I'm just saying that what would it be like? Otherwise, I definitely prefer vegan, or at least a vegetarian. Yeah, good point. Yeah. I agree with everything you said there, Rebecca. Yeah, you accept your husband for who he is. You got married before you were vegan. Now you're vegan, but he's not. But yeah, obviously stay together. Absolutely. Heidi, you're surrounded by a lot of vegetarians in your Krishna world. Yeah, I told you. Maybe I haven't said it for a while. That's one reason why I went vegetarian. I was at a Grateful Dead concert in the early 1990s, Cal State Dominguez Hills. And in the parking lot after the show, Hare Krishna's out there serving free vegetarian food. It was delicious. I go, this is amazing. Really? Like, no animals had to die to make any of this stuff? I mean, I'm down. Well, maybe there was some dairy. I don't remember what it was exactly. I don't remember being rich like dairy. I don't think there was it. It was probably vegan. Anyway, either way, yeah, that's what kind of turned me on right there. Like, wow, it doesn't suck being vegetarian, I thought. Hey AJ, your late hubby and you were together 18 years, but he never went vegan and you still loved him. He stopped and cooked vegan for you. That is sweet. That shows love and understanding right there. Be able to think outside yourself, think about your partner, your loved one, and buying and cooking vegan food for you, even though he wasn't vegan. That's an inspiring and very touching story to share, AJ. The first time me and Angie met, well, we kind of seen each other around different things, like music things, because she's a DJ. I had my band, Love Spirals Downwards and stuff like that. We'd see each other at some shows. So I don't remember when we first met. There was no thing I remember like this is the first time we met. We just kind of saw each other around and we kind of You know, that's how it started. Milo, you grew all that food, the jackfruit, bananas, and sugarcane on your property. That's my dream there, Milo. My dream. Live on the Big Island, get a place that's got mature fruit trees. And if not, I'm going to plant banana and mango trees and avocado trees my first couple of weeks there. You know, priority one, get them in the ground so they'll start producing fruit in a few years. You're living the dream there. Hey, Diana Bananas. Good to see you. Yes, it is a happy Friday here. Happy Friday live stream. Yeah, Dre Starman. Yeah, me and Angie are definitely growing and evolving together. That's what relationships are. It's a living organism, for lack of a better term. It needs to be nurtured and needs to grow. Or else, if you don't nurture it, it doesn't grow. What's the opposite of growing? Decaying, dying, stuff like that. Norrare cooked foods are not on the language? Not sure what you mean by that, Norrare. Maybe you could rephrase. Maybe you picked the wrong preposition there, on, not in the language, but even I'm not sure what that means. I'm kind of curious to what you're trying to say there. Shovel Machine, what are you saying? Oh, yeah, all caps. Yeah, our chat bot doesn't like all caps. And again, that usually applies to, you know, when haters come on. All you vegans there, it's usually all caps. So I apologize when a fine vegan gets stuck in the chat bot filter. So try it again without the caps. Uncle, if you sold your house, yeah, let's do it. Let's become neighbors in Hawaii. Yeah, you could totally. Yeah, I'm sure your house is probably worth more than ours, because I think Hermosa is a even more desirable and, you know, pricey neighborhood than ours here in Long Beach. So yeah, you could totally live out in our neighborhood in Hawaii. Yeah, we're just not quite ready. What do you think, Uncle? Would you be down to move out there? That'd be cool. It'd be cool to have a relative out there. So yeah, you could totally do it. You know, I think you definitely have the funds for that kind of thing. I don't know what other kind of nest eggs you have too, but yeah, you know, because I don't think wherever you're working now, you'd be able to do that. But hopefully you have some way to keep it going out there. That's what I'm trying to make sure I can do once I'm out there, because I'm hoping never to have to, like, you know, have a real job again. I still want to keep doing my weird things I have been doing for so long, you know, music producer, YouTube creator, and all that. So we'll see. What's that, Gretchen? I have a question. What do you say to family members who ask you to pick up non-vegan items from the grocery store? I'm saying, sorry, I can't do that. You know, my mom will ask me to do that. I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm not going to do it. And, you know, my mom, I'm, you know, really tight with. You know, I'm concerned about her well-being and everything. You know, I thought she asked me to do that once. I was going to go to Panda Express, and I was just going to bring back a bunch of, you know, their vegan stuff, you know, like their tofu and eggplant, the chow mein, the vegetable delight dish, whatever it's called. I think she asked for something. I was like, no, Mom, I'm going to bring you what I'm eating. You're going to eat it. You're going to like it. So I just say, I'm sorry. I can't do that for you. I'm sorry. You don't need to have meat, or you don't need to have milk. You're not going to die without milk or something like that. And if you really need to have milk for a specific purpose, like to sweeten your coffee or to put in your cereal, I'll get you a delicious oat milk, you know, that you're gonna love. You know, you're not gonna say, oh, it tastes like crap. You know, it's gonna, you know, you'll be fine with it. It'll sweeten your, you know, it'll you know, liquefy your cereal. There's nothing they need to have. Graham, no, I'm not gonna start a commune. Even though we did see a house that would be kind of perfect for a little cult of some kind, a little commune. Let's see, what did VLAM say? I'd offer to buy them vegan alternatives. Exactly. Like I said, if they needed to have milk, I'll get them an oat milk. You know, there's nothing they need to have, because I'm not dead yet and I haven't had anything that they need. Yeah, Chris, I am the cult leader, just saying, right? I am the vegan cult leader. Let's see, what do you say to your mom there, V? I say to my mom plainly, my money won't fund animal exploitation. Yeah, just say that. It's against your moral beliefs to support animal exploitation by buying someone meat or dairy or something like that. Carl says he will buy non-vegan items for his wife when she asks. She does most of the shopping though. It would be when she was ill or something like that. I can understand. I'm glad I don't have to find myself in that situation, but I could totally understand what you're saying there. Let's see, Graham, if I get a multi-unit in Hawaii, I should Airbnb it out to vegans. Yeah, maybe so. I was thinking if I tell you, there's two scenarios I see myself moving out there. One is with my mom, and one is after she passes. So if I bring my mom with, yeah, we definitely want a multi-unit place because I want to be near her, but I want her in the same building. I want her like below in a separate unit or a bungalow next, a few feet away or something like that. So I might end up getting a 2-unit place. We don't know yet. It's still a lot up in the air. And again, this ain't happening anytime soon. I know I'm talking about a lot. I don't like to jinx things in the future, but yeah, I'm just thinking different scenarios out. But it's not happening right now. I'm just trying to get my my thing together. Ryan is the leader of the vegan family cult. The family. Oh, Gretchen, so you've been in this scenario. You've taken your nephews out for hamburgers. Ooh, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't had to do that. Because I love my nieces and nephews, but they are definitely not vegan, and you feel guilty about it, but you can't force kids to eat vegan. Yeah, what you could do is if the place had vegan burgers, you could just buy them all vegan burgers and don't even tell them and just give it to them. Odds are they won't even notice. Kids are usually so crazy and energetic and hyped up on sugar drinks and stuff like that. At least my nieces and nephews, they probably wouldn't even notice. Once you put all the ketchup and mustard and whatever's, what's that called? The condiments onto it. Most people wouldn't even notice. And kids are totally clueless usually. They're thinking about other things. So yeah, that's what I would do. If you have a place that has vegan burgers, just go there, get them the vegan burgers and bring them back, or just serve it to them. Don't even say anything. If you have that option. They won't notice. Kids are like drunk people. I always say you can give a drunk person at a party a vegan burger with all the condiments. They'd never even know. They say, "Hey, how'd you like that vegan burger?" What are you talking about? So kids are like drunk people. They won't know. Jalen, I have the most active vegan live streams. Wow, what do you mean by most active? But thank you though. I mean, I'm active. You're going to try that next time, Gretchen? Yeah. It's not going to kill them. It's not going to go against your nieces or nephews' ethical beliefs, right? They have no ethical stance against plant cruelty or anything like that, right? So you can feed non-vegan kids vegan stuff. It ain't going to harm them or physically. It's not going to harm them psychologically or anything like that. There's nothing cruel about that. When you flip it around, though, you can't do that with a vegan. You just can't have a vegan eat something non-vegan. It goes against their moral beliefs. But yeah, you can totally feed anyone plants. Anyway, yeah, kids are like tiny drunk people. Yeah, did I just say that, AJ? Yeah, write that down. Kids are like tiny drunk people. You know what I mean. You guys know what I mean, right? They don't know what's going on. They're all distracted, focused on their other kid friends and stuff like that, all hyped up on sugar and screaming. They don't sit there, the texture of this hamburger is quite unusual and not ordinary in my experience. They're not like that. They're just crazy kids doing weird, kid stuff. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? And that, I don't know, that was my kid accent there. A sophisticated British person. That's what kids sound like. Anyway, I guess I was watching that Tom Holland show. I really like that. If you guys have Apple TV Plus, what's that Tom Holland show with Amanda Seyfried? Oh man, Crowded Room. It's really cool. Check it out. Yeah, he did I didn't even know who he was really. And Angie said, he's just that guy in Spider-Man. I go, I never saw Spider-Man. But anyway, yeah, he did a masterful job in that. Let's see, Gretchen, your nephews are 7 and 9. They aren't very open to trying vegan stuff. if I tell them it's vegan. Exactly. Just don't tell them. Again, you're not doing anything unethical or immoral by giving these kids plant burgers with ketchup and mustard and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. Did I just start watching Mary Poppins or something? Hey, maybe I'll do that. Yeah. I remember I saw Mary Poppins like for the first time as an adult. I think it was last year. My mind was blown. Like, you know, the 60s or 70s Mary Poppins, you know, the one with Julie Andrews. And somehow I got something from Disney where I was able to get a free download of Mary Poppins. So that's just sitting in my streaming service. I can watch Mary Poppins anytime. So maybe I'll do that on my birthday. Yeah, that's an amazing movie. I love that scene. Where you know, she's just wearing this amazing dress. You go, wow, she looks so fabulous. You know something magical is going to happen. That's a scene where they're dancing with the animals and stuff, and all the color. It blew my mind. I can't imagine how they're just so innovative back then. The Disney, you know, Imagineers or illustrators. Anyway. Yeah, I was mind blown. I want to see that again. Smoke a little weed or something and watch that. That was pretty visually appealing. Yeah, Super Bowl. I was doing some kind of British children with deep voices, huh? What's that, Milo? The true devil cult is flesh and blood eating. Well, can't disagree with that there. Yeah. Killing, cruelty, and exploiting animals, you know, that is not what God would want, right? I would think, you know, I'm not a religious scholar or theologian or anything like that. It sounds more like the devil than God. Oh, Star Cradle, you gotta watch Mary Poppins. The 60s one. I know they did one in the past decade or so. It was cool. I saw it later on too. It's nice. But that 60s, 70s one with Julie Andrews, with Dick Van Dyke, it's probably my favorite Disney movie. Seriously, it just blew my mind. Yeah, the animations added into the film footage. It's just it's a real trip. Yeah, trip is the word there, appropriate word. Okay, Clavo Machine, have a great birthday. I will. I'm going to hang out with my beautiful vegan family of 6 in a few minutes. Have a great night. Thanks so much, Clavo. Or Chavo. Am I pronouncing your name? Have I been butchered all this time? V-Lam, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Mary Poppins is the best, huh? Yeah, they have so many good songs, and I love those songwriters, the Sherman Brothers. They wrote so many amazing, just classic, iconic Disney songs, like let's say all the songs in Mary Poppins, The Tiki Room, Small World. One of my favorite. That's probably my favorite Disney song of all time. Those guys are amazing songwriters. Just one just iconic song after another. I've never seen a string like that before. And yeah, they did the Mary Poppins songs. Ooh, annoying but more consistent. Your ACL, that's a ligament, right? Reconstructed. No. What happened to you? Annoying but morally consistent. I know that's that's something I hear basketball players tearing. Wow, what happened to you? Hope you are okay. AJ, your mom got you to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious when you were 4. Awesome. Yeah, Zippity Doo-Dah. They did all the songs from that movie too. That's an amazing movie. You can't find it anymore. We had to look on some weird service like maybe, Daily Motion or something like that. But yeah, with all its problems, I'm not going to get into that right now, but that's an amazing movie too, story-wise and illustration-wise. Ligament in your knee. You did some gymnastics after 40. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like I'm just I'm flirting with danger by like playing basketball at age 56 now, basically, you know, and I'm still working on dunking and stuff like that, you know. I don't know. Should I stop? Should I quit while I'm ahead? I don't know. Yeah, animusicals. That's a good way to describe those Disney movies, some of those animated film musicals. Oh, AJ, her husband tore his ACL, had it rebuilt, and was actually running again like a month later. We'll be fine. Wow. Wow. Well, follow your doctor's guidance there as far as like how quickly you can get out and be active again. But yeah, maybe gymnastics after 40. I don't know. Maybe yeah, find something else perhaps. I don't know. Not sure. Not sure how recommended that will be for you. But yeah, talk to your doctors about that. Wow, Travis, your dog tore both ligaments in his rear knees. He gets around fine now. Wow, that's crazy. I'm glad he gets around fine now, but that sounds so scary. Man, I'd be so freaked out. Wow. Hey, I just realized we're an hour and 25 minutes into this live stream, and unless Uncle's done some brilliant troll banning, I haven't seen any trolling, any haters. Like, what's up? Are they being respectful on my birthday live stream? I mean, it seems like they wouldn't be, since they have usually so much hate in their heart. I thought they would find this as an opportunity to come in and throw even more hate than normal, but this has been pretty chill. So I don't want to knock on wood here, but you know, I'll take it for a change. You know, I'm pretty chill from the gym today, all the basketball. I haven't played any games, actual games of basketball. I've been working out, doing drills, but I haven't played any games since July 4th. So I played about 5 or so games of half court today, so I'm pretty worked. And again, I was by far the oldest guy there. My first game, I played a game of 21. The guys were like 18 or 19 or something like that. There was 3 of us. I'm 55, about to be 56. Other guys were teenagers, basically. I'm chasing them all around. I told them at the end, like, how would you rate my defense? Remember, I stayed in front of you, so, you know, consistently gave you a lot of trouble. What would you think if I told you my age? And, you know, and yeah, they were pretty impressed. Anyway, not to brag or anything. I'm just saying, I'm wondering how long I can keep this up. You know, seriously, it's a, you know, pretty intense sport. It's pretty, you know, it's a high impact sport, contact sport. You know, a lot of stuff can go wrong, but I'm grateful and blessed that I've been doing all right so far. Let's see. So anyway, if anyone has any questions right now, now's a good time to ask a question. Let me take a little stretch right now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to stretch. Maybe VD will get some good screenshots of me, how I'm deteriorating as a vegan because I'm so deficient, and make up some crazy story. But anyway, if you have any questions right now, now is a good time. Anyway. Yeah, Corvid, exactly. Half court, meaning we're just using one half of the court. Yeah, usually when you don't have a bunch of guys, you can get a half court game, like 2-on-2, like 2 guys versus 2, 3-on-3. There's other variations you can do, like called 21. I can't explain that now, but it's a way to get 3 people playing. Or you can play with 4 or 5 people, but it's one way to get, you can even play it against one other person. I like one-on-one. That's what I kind of train for, is one-on-one basketball. That's kind of my specialty. So half court's my specialty. Yeah, stretching. Veganism debunked. You got it. Yeah, vigorous exercise, and I consider what I'm doing. Chasing 18-year-olds around on defense, blocking their shots, making their lives tough. Yeah, that's some vigorous exercise. Yeah, it keeps you young. You do trail running, and trail running is crazy. Yeah, I mean, especially if I'm thinking, my trails out here aren't that crazy, but if like proper trail running and proper trails, yeah, that's strenuous, going up these elevations, and yeah, that's tough. You thought basketball was supposed to be no contact? Oh no, there's plenty of contact in basketball. Especially when I'm backing someone down. I do everything. I don't just use my height. I'll shoot from the outside. I'll, do pull-up jump shots, but sometimes on the inside, I'll just back them down, and there's tons of contact there. And on defense, I'm putting my elbows up on guys and stuff like that, when they're trying to back me down, or I'm reaching for balls or blocking shots. Sometimes you hit their arms. There's tons of contact in basketball. I mean, if you want no contact, yeah, just go sit behind the three-point arc and just shoot from there. Never try to drive to the basket. There are ways to minimize contact in basketball for sure. And it would probably be wise for me as I'm older to try to do that. But I'm not. I have a very aggressive game. Believe it or not, because I have such like kind of, you see me like a chill personality, but I have a very aggressive game. A very physical game, I should say. Maybe aggressive is the wrong word. Very physical game. I'll use my athleticism and length. I have long arms. I have really huge length, width. Reach. That's the word. I got good height. I bother people with my athleticism and my body. I'm very aggressive. Or physical. I'm in your face. I'm chasing you around, and that's what I do. Yep, Bon. Yeah, basketball has lots of contact. Yeah, that was scary, Dre Starman. But yeah, I've heard it's happened before with other young athletes. So we'll see how it's going on. But that's frightening, and can't imagine what LeBron and his family have been going through. Feeling, speaking of basketball, I've been learning to do layups. Awesome. Good for you. Starting to get the hang of it. Wish I played more basketball in your youth. Awesome. Good for you, AJ. I mean, I'm not AJ, V. I saw AJ's super chat tip come in there. Basketball energy fund. Thank you, AJ. Much appreciated. In fact, I'll apply everything tonight to my birthday fund to make my birthday more exciting and special. So I won't hold back. If I'm going out somewhere and I'm going, should I get that glass of wine? I go, hell yeah. Thanks to AJ. Thank you. So I'll make sure we have a special day. And follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. And I'm sure Angie will share some footage of our day. John, they haven't blocked any of their contacts? Who are you talking about there? Let's see. Jacob Shears. Yeah, there's always the probability of viruses from animal agriculture, I should say. Animal agriculture developing the next viruses for sure, 100%. Yeah, it's a known fact. This happens, and more animals in confinement like that, totally. Oh, Babe, that's an awesome movie, Milo. Yeah, I remember I saw that back in the 90s. I was studying for a huge test, the LSAT test, back when I thought I might become a lawyer. And I remember the night before I was so nervous, I just watched Babe and chilled out and took the test the next day. I don't remember how I did. I didn't do that great. I remember my friend got like a 172, and I forgot what mine was. I don't remember, like 150s or 60s. It was a long time ago. I honestly don't remember what my LSAT score was. Not that anyone cares, but I'm just showing you they didn't like totally kick ass on it, but that was without any real prep or anything. I didn't take any review courses or anything like that. Anyway, oh man, I didn't see Charlotte's Web movie. I remember reading the book when I was a kid, but yeah. Hey, Mark, thank you. Happy birthday. Just turned 53 yourself. Feel more like 43. You act like you're 33. That's pretty much me, too. Yeah, that was me today playing basketball, guarding guys who were 18 years old, chasing their 160-pound frames around the court, and giving up, several decades and still being able to do it. Oh, okay, John. It was attempted a joke because no contact. I see what you're saying now. Okay. But yeah, happy birthday to you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, Leos. It's our time to shine right now, Leos. Travis, you still here, fellow Leo? Yeah, Carl, I guess I could have been a good lawyer. I just kind of did it half-heartedly. It wasn't like my life goal to become a lawyer. It was during it was after I left philosophy grad school. I took my year's leave of absence. I never came back. And later on after I thought, I wonder if I should just take the LSAT score and see if I can get like a scholarship to a law school. Because my buddy from my undergrad in philosophy, he got a 171 or 172, got a lot of his law school funded for free. I go, if David could do it, and he's not really smarter than me, I don't think. Let me just give it a shot. I guess he's better at taking the LSAT than I am, though. Anyway. It was no big deal. I wasn't a bad score. It just wasn't like one to like make me just like stand out. Like, yeah, this guy kicks ass. Let's give him money. Because law school, even back then, I know education's like way more crazy expensive now than it was in the 90s. But even back then, law school was expensive. I can't imagine what it must cost now to go to law school. You're probably out like with $500,000 of debt or something. Oh, Bambi. Yeah, I need to see that when we get Disney again. Disney Plus. All right, so let's see if I missed any questions here. Let's see. I'm not seeing any questions. So now's a good time. If someone's been getting me to ask a question. Woo, Heidi! Yeah, thank you so much for the birthday super chat tip there, Heidi. Much appreciated. Woo, thank you. Let's see if there's a little animation that'll come up on the screen in a second. I don't know why there's a little lag. Oh, I think I know why. Because I have like this live stream on a 10-second delay, and I think there's some latency with Streamlabs, my streaming software as well. So let's check it out. Let's see if there's a little animation that's going to come up for Heidi, because I'm ready for it. Let's see, Dre Starman. No, I'm not really a big fan of Marvel. In fact, I'm kind of anti-Marvel, even though I did like the Shang-Chi movie. And I did like the Loki series. But other than that, I'm not a Marvel guy. I never have been. So I'm not bagging on. I'm just saying it's never been a part of my life ever, really. Even when I was a kid, young adult or old adult now. But yeah, I mean, I do like, I grew up with the Star Wars movies, obviously, so I guess I relate more to going to the Star Wars land at Disneyland than the Avengers campus. I don't think I've ever seen an Avengers movie, to be honest. There it is, Heidi. Thank you. I'm going to become a cat here. You said I'm going to become a cat. Thank you, Heidi. Well, Bob, that's a lot of stuff right there. Yeah, I've talked about this before, and there's a big difference between like guide dogs for like say the blind versus like search and rescue and police type dogs. The first kind, the guide dogs, I'm not justifying any of this, by the way. I'm just saying I just see a distinction between guide dogs and the others, is that yeah, they're trained for a while to have certain skills. So that when they get to their final human, that you know they have skills that will suit them. And I don't have any close personal friends that have like guide dogs, but I did for a time at the gym see a person for many months that came, a blind or a visually challenged person. He came with his dog. And the dog walked him to the workout machines from machine to machine. And the dog loved him. He'd sometimes sit down and pet him, and they just seemed like a normal human-dog relationship. The only difference was that the dog was trained before he got the dog, and the dog helps him out. So I'm not sure if this is what vegans really need to be worrying about. Should blind people not be able to get around? Because I didn't see any exploitation, as I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't see the owner exploiting it. I mean, yeah, the dog is helping it walk around, but the dog would otherwise just stay at home if he weren't visually challenged or anything, and the dog would stay at home. I don't see any harm with the dog going out with him to the gym, walking him from machine to machine, and getting pet and loved and kissed on the face and all that stuff. I really didn't see. It wasn't clear to me that I was seeing animal cruelty and exploitation once the dog was doing its job. Yeah, maybe you could argue that there's some exploitation pre that when it's being trained before it goes to its final human, So anyway, that's a good thing to talk about, but I wouldn't really worry too much about that. I mean, if you compare how many animals are slaughtered for food, 80 billion animals slaughtered for food. Those are clear examples of animals' lives, their rights being violated, cruelty and exploitation to them. A few more blind. Like, how many animals are trained to help blind or visually challenged people or what have you? I don't think it's that huge of a number. It's not going to be anywhere close to 80 billion. What I'm saying, was it me a few thousand? And from I'm seeing, the animals aren't, their lives, at least the ones I've seen up close, aren't in like miserable conditions or anything like that. To see the dog getting loved at the gym, I wasn't going, oh man, that dog is being exploited and in agony or something like that. Yeah, good point, Carl. For all we know, maybe they are rescue dogs when they start off. I don't know. Yeah. I wonder if you could train rescue dogs for these purposes. Yeah. Yeah, the world isn't going to go vegan or vegetarian overnight. Thanks, VLAM. Pool time for you. Awesome. Happy birthday, Ryan. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, VLAM. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes, and enjoy your pool time. Enjoy summer. But yeah, other uses of dogs, I think that's different. When the dog is actually just one-to-one relationship, like, a visually challenged person owns the dog for the rest of the dog's life. They live together, they kiss each other. That's one thing. But when you see like police dogs and stuff like that, the dogs, as far as I know, they don't live with like a police officer, right? They don't go home with the police officer. I don't think it's like a person owns the dog. I think various police officers work with the dog for police operations, and to me, that seems more like exploitation right there. So I just want to say, I think there's a distinction between like a seeing eye dog and a police dog. But anyway, good question. These are things to think about, but in the long run, I don't think these are pressing vegan issues. I mean, they're like tangential. They're on the edge of vegan issues, but they aren't like, the kinds of the animal rights issues that most of us vegans are most concerned about. Mark, your dog is a rescue and also your ESA. Well, awesome. See, that's what we were just talking about there. So thanks for sharing that with us there. And it's your dog, right? I mean, again, what's the difference if your dog had some special training before your dog became your dog, or if it didn't have that special training before? It's still your dog. You treat it like a family member, right? So that's why, yeah, I don't really see any like clear, like it's not vegan, for you. I don't, at least. I'm sure there's more hardcore militant vegans that would have a tizzy fit, but not me. Yeah, Uncle, human and dog relationship can be a symbiotic mutualism, and I'll argue is even cats. Both can benefit from their interaction. I agree 100% there. Let's see, AJ. My across the street neighbor is a canine's sheriff's deputy. The dogs live with him. Oh, I wonder if that's normal, AJ. Again, I'm speaking completely with no experience. I'm speaking out of ignorance here. Because I see like at Disneyland they have like a sniffing, like when you enter in through the main the two main entry points, there's a sniffing dog on either side of the park to get into the secure area. And I always see, I've been there enough, I recognize certain dogs based on their physical features, but I always see different people working with the dogs to walk them, to sniff around. I don't know if they're sniffing for bombs or explosives or what have you. So that's what I was thinking. They just I think those dogs, at least at Disneyland, probably just live at Disneyland in some kind of kennel or something like that, But yeah, I can see in other situations where it'd be more economically feasible just to have the sheriff or whoever, who was the law enforcement, the sheriff's deputy, the canine deputy actually live with the dog. That would make a lot of sense. But I don't think at Disneyland that's happening. I'm pretty sure, just judging by how I'll see like the same dog but with different people walking it around. I think they just live in a kennel there. And yeah, it always kind of bums us out when we see that, Oh, someone just became a member right now. Finding My Psych Mental Health and Substance Use. Are you watching right now? If you just subscribed, say hello to us. And Jana, you have a psychiatric service dog. You adopted her from a local shelter and trained her yourself. Awesome. See? And again, that's why I say I think there's a huge distinction between like personal dogs that help people with various things versus dogs that are used to do actual work, like sniff for bombs or stuff like that. I think it's a huge distinction. Oh, I see that our Streamlabs bot has super chatted vegan cult member tee down at merch.happyhealthyvegan.org. You can get this shirt too, the non-deficient vegan. I don't know if you guys were aware, that's where I got this from. We had it printed up from our merch partner, Spring. So yeah, check out that link down there, merch.happyhealthyvegan.org. You'll see Streamlabs had chatted it about maybe 6 chats back. But yeah, that's great, Gianna, says AJ. Yeah, absolutely. JL, yeah, it's true. That's what people say, JL. Think about it like this, though. People will say that they don't care about harming animals, but they do. They'll just say that to justify eating meat. But if they saw an animal being harmed, as long as the person isn't completely like sociopathic or something like that, just a normal, mentally healthy person, I'm just trying to cast a wide net here, excluding sociopaths. You should find it disturbing, at the very least, to see an animal being treated with cruelty. So much so, we have laws. If you see a dog being treated cruelly by your neighbor, like it's chained up to a pole outside in the heat without any water, you call, right? You don't even have to be vegan. Just anyone with normal sense of decency and compassion, non-sociopath would call on that. So they do. They just say they don't care about animal suffering and cruelty, but when they actually do see it for themselves, they're aware that it's wrong, but they have to tell themselves that they don't care so that they can continue eating a diet that's 100%, you can't get around. There's cruelty and exploitation in the whole process of raising animals, just the slaughtering of animals. Uncle, wasn't there a person who had an emotional support alligator? Whoa, yeah, maybe that's taken a little too far there, an alligator. That's not a practical animal to bring into public, Even if it's totally safe, we don't know that, right? It's got teeth. Jana, oh, yeah, she's a working dog, all right. She does deep pressure therapy for you also, and also weighs down your wheelchair when you're using it for your walker on longer distance walks. Wow, that's sweet. That's sweet. You got a companion friend there that that you have a relationship with her, Jana. Thanks for sharing that. And she helps you. See, animals are so amazing. They're so amazing. They have personalities. They help us. And they know our mental states. They know when we're like not right, when we're bummed out or pissed or sad, they have connections with us, emotional connections. Do I meditate, Star Cradle? Not much anymore. I used to in the past. I used to do a yoga almost every morning in here for years. I did one about a month or two ago. It was cool. I had a great time. I actually kind of cried at the end. I did cry at the end. It was a good yoga. I just haven't gone. I haven't done it since. Not because I cried. I just haven't incorporated it into my my flow of life. But yeah, I think I cried because I missed it. It was such a fun experience. I created a yoga that actually is very kind of spiritually focused, but at the same time I'm doing poses or stretches that are really good for curing all the sorts of weird leg and butt pains I get from either running or playing basketball. Bob, I don't know. I haven't seen this video that you're talking about. I mean, there's a lot of missing details in that broad sketch that you painted there. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just saying, you just quickly described it there. Don't know what's going on there, But taking someone's property, and dogs are property legally, I don't look at them as that, but in a legal sense, you can get in a lot of trouble for that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not justifying anything, but I'm just saying just the legal consequences of that. You got to think about your actions in the world, and there's moral consequences, and there's also legal consequences. But anyway, what's up, Milo? Pet store dogs and puppy mills use artificial insemination. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, don't buy dogs from breeders. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, buy dogs that are in need of a home. Rescue animals, dogs that need to find a home or else they're in danger of possibly being killed or, euthanized. Hey, thanks, Dre Starman. Just testing out my first payment chat. Good job, Brad. Yeah, you got it. Thanks, Dre Starman. Awesome. Thank you so much. And it worked out flawlessly. I hope that wasn't too tough. Yeah, Justin, there's a lot of missing details. Yeah, was the dog eating plants? Was it eating other dead? There's a lot of factors. Can't really give you too much of an assessment of something just because we have a broad picture of it. Anyway, but in general, yeah, on principle, I'm with Heidi. I don't see how it's right to go up to a homeless person and take stuff from them, be it a dog or a bicycle or anything. I'm not saying dogs are like bicycles. Don't get me wrong. The whole principle of going up to a person just because they're homeless and thinking that gives me the justification to take things from them. I think that's a horrible message right there. Maybe I'm not speaking as a vegan activist right now. I'm just speaking as a decent human being. Just because someone is homeless doesn't mean they don't have rights. They don't have the right for me to go and take their crap because they're homeless. That I find some huge ethical problems with that. Homeless people aren't second-class citizens, just like vegans aren't second-class citizens. A lot of people try to think we don't have all the same rights as non-vegans have. I have huge problems when anyone tries to declassify, lower someone's class from regular first-class citizen to some lower level. I have huge problems with that. Wow, I haven't seen Planet of the Apes for a while. Is it about humans making pets out of apes when all the dogs and cats died? Is that what was going on? I don't think, were the humans pets? I thought they were using the humans I thought they were exploiting the humans, right? Weren't they treating humans as like slaves and like cattle or something like that? It's been a while since I've seen Planet of the Apes. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you guys have more recently seen it. I probably haven't seen it in 10 years or so. Oh, you totally agree, Bob. Awesome. We're on the same page for once there. Yeah, I don't believe it's right to have humans have less rights than other humans just because of them being vegan or being homeless. That's just not how it works. Oh, thanks, Natalie. Thanks for the birthday wishes there. Much appreciated, Natalie. Oh, that's sweet, Heidi. There's a girl, probably in her 20s here in Boston, homeless with a yellow lab, and they are such a sweet pair. Yeah, again, see, if someone's homeless, that just because of that fact or that attribute about them doesn't mean they have fewer rights and you just go up and take their dog from them. So I really have to see that video, Bob, to make any kind of assessment. Got to see the details. Devil's in the details. What was going on? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on from there. Yeah, good point, Jana. There's all sorts of things that could be, in play here. It depends on the reason they were taking the dog. If it was because the homeless person agreed to surrender their dog to them, either to be rehomed or fostered, that would be totally fine. Yeah, I agree. In that case, Jana, 100%, totally fine. There was a mutual consensus. There was a contract, an agreement of equals between the vegan activist and the homeless person. Totally fine. You can make agreements like that. Yeah, totally cool. But yeah, I can't really speculate without any facts. But let's move on. It's really not that big of a deal, I don't think, Bob. But anyway, let's go on. Justin Levance, well, taking their dog to a vegan owner would be the most moral thing to do. I agree, that would be a moral thing to do. But what gives someone the right to take something away from a person just because they're homeless? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying there? I say it's a dangerous precedent that certain classes of people, And it could be any class that someone doesn't like. They could be vegans. We say you vegans have fewer rights than non-vegans. Homeless people shouldn't have fewer rights. So this is where I draw a line. Just because of the fact that they're homeless does not justify taking stuff away from them. They would have to be doing something wrong, like mistreating their dog, or the dog was unfed or not fed well, or had scars or tumors, stuff like that. So, mistreatment and neglect. Those could be reasons for anyone to have their dog, removed from them and to get the treatment that the dog needs. But it shouldn't be because that the person is homeless. See my point there? Homelessness does not mean you have fewer rights than housed people. Yeah, Justin, I'm not saying I view dogs as property or animals as property. I don't one bit, but I go in the law that you face legal consequences of taking people's property. So, Uncle, you're saying Planet of the apes got tired of being exploited. Good for them. And they overthrew the humans, made them their pets. Yeah, Milo, beings without money aren't homeless. 100%. They're houseless. Yeah, if you don't like my phraseology, I'm just saying, whether you're homeless or houseless, you don't have fewer rights than people who have a place to, sleep under a roof or whatever. So anyway, yeah, didn't Charlton Heston say that line there, Corbin Moon? Take your stinking hands off me, you damn dirty ape. I don't think I did it anywhere as well as Charlton Heston did, but I'm never going to go down in history as one of the greatest actors of the 60s. Let's see. All right, any more questions? We can move on from the dog stuff if we want. I think we explored that topic very thoroughly this evening. So, yeah, good questions here, guys. We're not afraid to explore things. Ooh, let me stretch a little bit. Feeling it. Ooh, I haven't been working out as much lately, like in my garage gym, because it's so hot, if I wake up after I don't get up at 8, but if I go out there after 8 in the morning, it's already 80 degrees out there. Just a little greenhouse effect in my garage. So I'm not sure how the guns are doing. Let's check them out, guys. It's been a while. So if my muscles have disappeared, I guess veganism's been debunked. No, just because, me, I play basketball and I work out when I can, and it's been hard lately. Let's see if I still have the guns. I got a little something there still. It hasn't totally degenerated. Anyway. Jana, I know my mom was worried about Nori being with us while we were homeless, but there were places we could get dog food and water for her every day, and we kept her on her harness and leash at all times. Awesome, that's what I'm saying. As long as the dog is being well cared for, doesn't matter if you have a house or temporarily experiencing homelessness, whatever. I mean, as long as the dog's being cared for, that there's no reason to take a dog away from any person unless there's some kind of cruelty and neglect, and housing status is irrelevant. Well, basketball players, yeah, there's some jacked ones, Corbin. But yeah, typically, if you look at an average basketball build, especially Asian ones, like, say, Jeremy Lin, I mean, his physique looks a lot like mine, I mean, think about it. All the time we're up there playing basketball, running up and down the court, working on conditioning. We're not on the bench press, what I'm saying? We're on the squat rack, we're doing other things. Yeah, we still hit the bench press, we still hit the squat rack, but we're not hitting it with the same kind of frequency as people who don't do all the conditioning and just playing basketball, running up on the court. We're doing other stuff. But yeah, there's some jacked basketball players for sure. But I mean, these ones we're talking about, like LeBron and stuff, these are elite players. I mean, these are the strongest players, basketball players in the world. Just strength-wise, speed-wise, explosiveness. You got to be strong to play with these guys. So yeah, you have to dedicate a certain amount of your time if you're going to play at these elite levels. You got to dedicate a certain amount of your exercise time into strength training. You just pretty much have to. Fortunately, that's not the case at LA Fitness. I'm not playing with guys that resemble LeBron James or NBA players or anything like that. Yeah, I gotta see Planet of the Apes again, Mile. It's been a long time. I don't think I was vegan when I saw it, so it'll be kind of interesting. Bob Hill, you guess some activists may not think a dog should be unhoused. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know which video saw. I don't know who this person was. Maybe some vegan activists might think that. I'll give you that, Bob. I'm not saying a vegan activist can't have that belief, but it's not my belief. And I think just because someone doesn't have a roof over the head, they don't all of a sudden become a second-class citizen where we can take their stuff away from them if we feel we should, Again, there has to be an obvious reason of neglect, abuse, something like that, some kind of mistreatment. Yeah, for every LeBron James, you'll find guys with more bodies like Kevin Durant or something like that. Or Steph Curry for the first 8 years of his professional career, the greatest shooter of all time, didn't really look anything like what you would think a strong elite basketball player should look like. Yeah, Zion Williamson is a freak of nature. There's been no one ever in the history of the NBA with his body mass index, athleticism, and speed, but he's so heavy that he's never able to play. He'll be out there for a month or two, then he'll get injured again. That's been the story of Zion Williamson's professional career. He's able to pull it off in high school, but as soon as he got to the pros, bam, not working. Yeah, he pulled it off in college too. As soon as he got to the pros, he's been on the bench more than he's been on the floor. Yeah, for every big buff basketball player though, you have guys whose physiques aren't too far off from mine. But you just see they'll have the more professional version of mine because they're 20-something or 30-something maybe if they're old, and they're professionals who get paid millions of dollars to work out and be healthy and athletic every day. That's their job. I don't get paid an extra penny to be athletic and stronger. I do it just out of just because I enjoy doing it, When I was at the gym today, one of the guys asked me if I played one of the 18-year-olds that I was giving a hard time on defense. I was keeping in front of him the whole time. He got past me once or twice maybe. Anyway, he asked me if I played on college ball or something like that in the past. Nope. I played when I was younger, but not on a team in a serious way or anything. He was impressed. Yeah, Bob's got it right. He's been in the league 4 years now, and he's played less than one season's worth of games. Poor Zion. I mean, when he's healthy, he's pretty much unstoppable. Even a big jacked dude like LeBron James has trouble controlling Zion Williamson, but he's just too big. He's getting hurt all the time. Yeah, Shaq is even bigger but less athletic. Yeah, maybe that's how Shaq doesn't get as hurt. He doesn't generate as much force on his jumps and stuff like that, not putting as much force on his whatever gets broken for Zion. Hey, Bond, if I could play against just for a fun experience, any NBA player past or present, who would I play against? Just for fun? I mean, I would say Kobe, but it would just destroy me completely. I mean, that would be fun though. Someone I might have a chance to have a little fun with though would be right now, maybe on the Lakers, on the Chicago Bulls, Alex Caruso, that would be fun. Or on the Lakers, Austin Reeves, guys like that. I could probably hang a little bit, just a little tiny bit. But in general, Dark Vegan, if we're talking about non-professional, elite basketball players, yeah, having a lean physique. If we're talking about playing recreational basketball, in the gym, having a lean physique is better. Because I'm telling you, what'll beat me is not strength. It's quickness. That's why I try to stay so light on my feet. I don't want to weigh too much more pounds or kilos than I weigh now. I want to stay light on my feet so I can guard these little guys that are 18 or 25 that weigh like 30 pounds, 40 pounds less than me. The guy today said he weighed about 160 something. I told him I weigh almost 200. Plus, I'm like 4 decades older than him. So, yeah, you get beat by speed and quickness, not strength. Yeah, so you want to be lean on the basketball courts. It's a game of speed. Rarely do I see guys trying to use like power in basketball at the gym. It's rare. In fact, I'm usually the one playing a more aggressive physical game. Yeah, uncle, as long as every dog has a human to pick up after them and take care of them, yeah, it's okay. What's that, Dre Starman? Just a fraction, Ryan? What's that? Yeah, they are Roadrunners at 18 Bob. That's what I was playing at my first game today. It was 2 guys. One guy said he was 18. The other guy said he was 18 or 19. They were both teenagers. I remembered, okay, I just played against 2 teenagers. I almost won, too. I had several opportunities to win. We're at the game of 21. Once you get 21 points, you go up to the top of the key or anywhere behind the arc, and you just have to just nail one shot. Just make one shot. And I shot that several times for the win. And I always missed it. So I had several opportunities to win against these 18-year-olds. But they're quick. They wore me out. But I still played after they left. So I guess they got more tired or quicker than I did. Who knows? Hey, Heidi, yeah, you should get going to bed. You're on the East Coast, right? Boston? Well, of course, Bronny James wasn't vegan. LeBron James is, not known for being vegan or anything like that. And I mean, to say he got his heart attack because of the jab. I've seen before COVID, there's been other young basketball players, ones that just got like into the NBA even, that had heart issues like this before there was even COVID. It's just something that happens. It doesn't have anything to do with COVID or the jab or anything like that. Do we even know if he even took the jab whatsoever or anything like that? So, it's just something that happens when you have young players playing really high, just crazy intensity sports, like, what like elite basketball requires. Some people's hearts have some issues. And I'd be pretty, I would do a little more before I accuse that as being the cause. Oh, that was in relation to me playing Alex Caruso from the Bulls. Yeah, what'd you say again? Let me scroll back up. Let's see. Trey Starman, just a fraction, Ryan. Let's see. Is each goal in basketball worth 1 point? Well, when you're watching on TV, no. It's 2 points or 3 points or 1 point on free throws. Free throws are 1 point, and on basketball, if you shoot behind the arc and make it, that's 3 points. Anything closer than within the arc is 2 points. But when you play like at the gym or half court, there's different ways of scoring. It's usually not the way the pros keep score, though. Yeah, and pickup basketball. Here's Hutchie. And pickup basketball, like at the gym, at the park. How's it for you there? It's usually 1s and 2s behind the 3-point line. Yeah, usually that's how we played today, exactly. If you're closer than the arc, it's a 1-point shot. If you're outside the arc, it's worth 2 points. That's the most common way people play pickup basketball. Yeah, 1s and 2s. Yeah, when you play at the gym or whatever, yeah, there's no 3-point shots or anything like that. Yeah, the vaccine, no, it's not known to cause heart attacks. I mean, me and myself, I know so many people that have been jabbed and, we're not having heart attacks. I tell you, before the jab was ever invented, athletes have been having these heart issues. Young athletes have been having these heart issues as well. But it's so easy to just say, hey, it's like being vegan. Like if anything goes wrong with someone who was jabbed, it was the jab that did it. No, it's just like, it's like if a vegan has a health issue, it's because they were vegan. Undoubtedly, that's why they had to go see the doctor about their elbow or their eye, or that's why Ryan wears glasses, because he's vegan. I've had that many times. I go, how did my body know, when I was like 8 years old, that I was going to be vegan when I was 40? Because that's when I first went to the eye doctor, Oh, Johnny, I had to put some groceries away? That's cool. Yeah, it's been fun, Draystar, man. Thanks for coming by tonight. I'm going to probably end this pretty soon. I'm pretty mellow today. Playing those 18-year-olds really, took a lot out of me. And after that, I played a game with two guys who were 30. One guy was like my height, weighed more than me, and he had one of the best jump shots I've ever seen in my life. Just kept nailing jump shot after jump shot, so I had to figure out really quickly how to guard him. I just got in his face, like just inches from him, just gave him no breathing room, made him... Here's the trick, guys. If you guys are into basketball strategy, I think, was it Hutchie, or who said it? But if you have a shooter, turn him into a dribbler. Meaning, if the guy's got a great shot, don't let him shoot. Get in his face, take the shot away, and turn him into a dribbler. Likewise, if you have someone who's a great dribbler, give him space. Make him prove it to you on the shot. Basically, try to take someone's best thing away from them and make them rely on their lesser good weapons. Anyway, enough basketball strategy. Turbozilla, are aliens vegan? Well, most likely, I really doubt aliens are traveling with cows and pigs and chickens. Who knows what aliens are eating? It's probably not like what they probably don't have the category of animal, like how we conceive of animals. Hey, the Dark Vegan. Used to play on a neighborhood team as a teenager. It was played as normal games like scoring. Well, if you're playing in a league or something like that, I played in leagues where we use normal scoring, 2-point shots, 3-point shots behind the arc. Yeah, I'm just saying typical pickup games at the park or gym, 1s and 2s. Good night, Super Bowl. I'm going to be going soon too. Gretchen, you've been here just having fun, listening, watching, enjoying your dinner. Awesome. See, this is what we do every Friday. We talk about who knows what, just any and all things, as long as they're more or less vegan related, That's kind of the thing that ties it all together. But sometimes they go off on some little tangents. And like I said, we've had no trolls, no haters tonight, so it's kind of a birthday present to me tonight. It's weird. I just feel kind of like lost. Where are my haters and trolls at tonight? Do they just really like me? They just have a weird way of showing it. Let's be cool to Ryan tonight and not troll and hate on him, because he's actually not that bad for a vegan. Is it something like that? I wonder. But I don't know what's for dinner tonight. I'll have to talk to Angie. Let me think. I don't know. We have some plantains that are kind of like getting very ripe in the warm weather. Maybe we'll make Cuban night. We'll see. Maybe I'll go to Panda Express. I feel like I was just at Panda Express though. Yeah, it was this last Saturday after I visited my mom. Went down to the local Panda Express. Fresh cut air fries all night. That sounds good, Chris. What's that, AJ? Superb. How cute. With the owl? What is that? Bond, do I ever get extra satisfaction from slapping an opponent's shot, blocking shots? Yeah. I try not to be a dick about it, though. I try to have fun with the guys I play with. Like today, I blocked a few shots. I didn't say anything, I was just doing my defensive pressure, and if sometimes that means blocking a shot. I remember, though, about a month or so ago when I played, right before 4th of July, I remember I was playing this other guy. I think he was 18, again, probably 150 pounds, super quick, really, tough person to defend, to stay in front of. But again, I use my length, I use my physicality. And remember, I gave him a little tiny breathing room for a jump shot, but I was kind of baiting him. And then as soon as I saw him getting posture and I knew he wasn't faking, I just sprung into action. Like my slam dunk train, I just exploded as high as I can, blocked his shot. I said something like, not too crappy for a 55-year-old man, huh? I said some trash talking like that. It's just like, because I was a pretty athletic block, and I just want to let him know that he just got blocked by rejected by a 55-year-old, a very athletic 55-year-old. But usually I don't say anything. It's not polite, but I felt I needed to in that case because he thought he was some hot shit. Superb Owl or Super Bowl. Oh, okay. I get it, because Super Bowl was saying goodbye. I wonder if he understood that. What is his name? Super Bowl or Superb Owl? Huh? I never really thought about that. Interesting. Yeah. Speaking of aliens being vegan, Vulcans are vegan, right? Gretchen, you usually don't care about sports, but you do like basketball. You are tall. Yes, you are definitely tall. So you do some basketball. Awesome. Yeah, Uncle, you know what recipe I'm talking about we might be having for dinner, huh? Hutchie4, they like to talk too much trash now, and it gets out of hand sometimes. Yeah, I like to have a friendly game with people. I mean, I'll high five people if they make a nice shot. If I'm defending them really well, like today, one of the guys in 21 made this nice shot, and I was in his face the whole time. When he made it, I said, "You didn't really think you were going to make that, right? Because I forced you in a really difficult shot, and it went down." I'll say stuff like that, but we're trying to have a good time out there. I'm not there to create any enemies. Unless someone's being a real dick, then that could kind of change my coolness equation, how chill and friendly I'm going to be. I remember one time I called out a guy. He was probably, again, maybe like 30 years old or something like that. And he really got excited when I was defending him. I was staying in front of him. I was doing a really good job as I usually do. But one time he did a little fake and got past me, and he seemed super overly celebratory when he got past me. And I said, you're dealing with a 55-year-old man here. Your flex that you're making here is just really kind of sad. As if you really feel so good about yourself that you just ran past a 55-year-old man one time. It's like, that makes you feel like you're a super tough macho alpha male. That's funny. If that you're like I'm like 30 or 25 years older than you. It's not the flex you think it is, But I was guarding well, just he got past me one time, and he thought he won the NBA finals or something like that. I'm just trying to bring it down, put it in perspective. I'm old as your dad, bro. Just chill. It's not as awesome of a feat as you think it is. Bond, you like some good banter back and forth during a game? Most people realize it's a game and not that serious. Yeah, I like to do what I call friendly trash talking, if anything. Try to keep it friendly, get in their heads a little bit, but not push it too hard. Friendly trash talking. That's cool. There's a line that people cross, though, where they just say some really mean shit. I'm not into that. Or just trying to be a dick, Like, no, you're not an alpha male. You're just being a dick. Yeah, don't hate. Bottom line. Even in sports, in life, sports, don't be a dick. Don't hate. Be aggressive. Have fun. Be competitive. But there's a certain line you shouldn't cross. Don't hate. Okay, I'm glad you guys like my weird little stories here. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Bond. Yeah, I'll give them props. I'll let them know, because I'm playing hard D. They can tell I'm like a defensive specialist, so I don't want them to take it personally. Sometimes I'll tell them if I see them getting frustrated, I said, don't take it personally the way I'm playing you. This is the way I play defense. It's just how I do it, so don't take it personally. And then when they make a good shot, I congratulate them, So Just show I'm a good sportsman. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. Just how I play. I have a physical game. It's just how I've always played. I can't really turn that off. It pains me when I see bad defense. I'll be yelling at other guys around the court how to defend, like, on my team or whatever. I'll tell them what to do, where to go. It just pains me when I see all these like bad defensive mistakes happening. Yeah, no one has to be top dog. If someone thinks they're top dog, I take that as an opportunity to even more so step up my defensive game and just get in their face and just show them they're not as good as they think they are. I mean, yeah, sure, they get past me sometimes. I'm not saying I'm perfect. They'll make buckets, but I try to make their life difficult. That's all you can do as a defender in basketball, a defensive specialist, as I kind of consider myself. You just want to make someone's life difficult. You want to take their preferred shot or drill. You just want to see what their preferences, their go-to move, and take it away from them and make them do something else that they're less comfortable doing. And that's, it's like playing chess. I try to use my basketball IQ to help my body too. It's working smart, not hard, or working both, I guess. Oh, the Shaq and Kobe era, Veggie Machine. Yeah, that was an amazing Lakers era there. Yeah. Hey, Chris Murphy. All right, good to see you, man. You got to go. Totally cool. I should get going soon too. This is 2 hours and 19 minutes. Yeah. So if we have any other last minute things that we want to talk about before we go, let's throw it out at me now, and just make sure it's not something that we have to spend a lot of time peeling back all the layers of to get down to it. What's the word? Extrapolate, unpack. That's the word. And I see. I'll see what comes up here in the chat. Yeah, good night, Chris. Everyone's wishing Chris Murphy a good night. Let's see. Oh no, LeBron, Jana, LeBron James's oldest son, I believe, Bronny, who's being looked at. NBA scouts are looking at him. He had during a workout with his new college, I believe USC. That's where he's going to go. He had some kind of heart attack of some kind. I've seen this happen before. I've been following basketball, for a while. I've seen this happen with younger players. And he's all right now. He's cool, and he's not in intensive care or anything. He's recovering fine. But yeah, that's what happened with LeBron James. Yeah, Justin, it doesn't suck being vegan. Yeah, John. Yeah, but I mean, there is the athletic and physical aspect of most sports, but to play at the highest level of sports, there's very intelligent stuff, as you put it there. Yeah, I mean, in basketball, they call it basketball IQ. I'm sure in any sport. I mean, I used to play tennis for a while. I'm learning all the intelligent thing is not all. I'm sorry, learning the mental game of tennis, like strategy, like looking at my opponent and looking at, okay, what is he like basketball? What is my opponent's strength? What's his weaknesses? How can I exploit his weaknesses? How can I avoid hitting it to his or her strength? Stuff like that. You just can rip balls as hard as you want, but that's cool. But being able to play intelligently, well, if you combine that with athleticism and skill, will take you even further. That's true in pretty much any sport. Yeah, just if you're completely dumb but super athletic and physical, you can go far. You can totally go far. But if you want to go further, use your brain too. No, Dr. Bear. Hey, Dr. Bear. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we were talking about you earlier. Yeah, I'm going to be into this live stream in a second here. But yeah, happy, is it your anniversary? I know you're out enjoying some time abroad with Mr. Bear, so enjoy. But yeah, this is a birthday treat tonight, Dr. Bear, in the sense we had no poop flingers, no trolls, no haters. I mean, this was crazy. I don't even think... Maybe I showed the definition of veganism one time at the beginning, and it wasn't for a hater or anything like that. But yeah, kind of, let me see. Do I have it up on the screen still? Yeah, I did show it once earlier, like at the beginning of the live stream. So I don't know what happened. A little birthday gift from the haters and trolls, I guess. Oh yeah, you're in Mexico visiting his family. I couldn't remember. Yeah, he did say, I couldn't remember if it was an anniversary or something like that. Yeah, visiting family. Awesome. Yeah, how is it down there? I hope it's not too hot. Hopefully you're by the coast or something. Yeah, but we did have a chill live stream for my birthday live stream. Fortunately, I had no idea what was going to happen today. I thought maybe they'd see, oh, birthday live stream, let's really come and try to mess it up. But no, they stayed away for whatever reasons, and I'll take it. And I'm kind of tired today from basketball earlier. I did actually play today. I was telling everyone, I usually just don't have anyone to play with. I usually do drills and do workouts on the court, but I had people, and I'm tired. So yeah, start wrapping this up here. Let's see. It's colder than you thought. Apparently there's a hurricane coming from the Gulf, so it's cold and rainy here. Yeah, cool. That sounds better than like some crazy heat dome or something like that. Let's see, Gretchen. Yeah, yeah. We get lots of recurring. I shouldn't say lots, but yeah, there's certain ones that come back from time to time. Yeah. There's this person that comes back. I don't think he came this week unless he was really disguising it well. He got banned a long time ago, and then I noticed he kept coming back. He creates a new YouTube account and comes back, and I could tell from the way this person types, they type in a really unique way, a certain way they misspell things and weird grammar that's consistent. Like, hey, you're the same guy. I forgot the first account they used. ANCAP, something like that. It was their first original one. I go, hey, you're just ANCAP again. So yeah, he comes back almost every week. He gets blocked, totally banned, and then within like 3 minutes, creates another account and back saying similar trolly stuff. So yeah, we got lucky this week by not having to endure that. So yeah, that's just one example right there. But yeah, there's a few others that come by from time to time. But the worst ones, Gretchen, the most evil, hateful, bigoted, a-hole ones, they get blocked. We have no tolerance for that kind of stuff. They break our where is it at here? The Livestream rules here. They can't be civil. They're hateful. So yeah, we don't tolerate hate speech here. Zero tolerance for bigots. So that they get banned. So they don't get to come back unless they make new accounts like that ANCAP person consistently does. But we're cool this week, so he didn't come back, I don't think. Okay. I was wondering, so Mr. Bear's family lives in central Mexico, about 7,000 feet of elevation. So you're in, the central Mexico plateau there. So we're just expecting rain, nothing worse from the hurricane. Yeah, you're pretty far inland then. So yeah, you won't get anything more than rain being there. Yeah, I mean, only the coast would get like hurricane force winds. You'll just get a lot of rain, if anything. Yeah, but when they get blocked, only some of them are persistent enough to create new accounts and continue. Yeah, just this one guy, this ANCAP guy, that was his original account that got him in trouble and blocked. And he, or she, it's probably he though, keeps coming back. I can't think of any other hater that has done that, So I don't think it's that common. I just think that person, for whatever reason, just loves to troll our live stream for whatever reason. I'm not sure what they're getting out of it, what kind of psychological benefit or pleasure or whatever they're deriving from hanging out with us every week. But yeah, they're like an anti-fan. They're like a fan. They can't resist the live stream. They can't resist me and my charms, but they come from a hater side. They just, if they really didn't like me, they don't have to watch, right? They just put the YouTube down or watch click something else off in the sidebar. Wow. Oh, that's a motorcycle. You guys hear that? That's really annoying. Or is it an airplane? No, maybe it's an airplane. That was crazy. I don't know, Gretchen. They have obsessive compulsion to trolling behavior. Why me? It's like, they seem, I think they like me, and they probably have OCD as far as trolling goes too. It's just something about me that keep coming back. I don't know. That's tough, Dr. Barry. Yeah, when I've traveled through central Mexico, I've studied my Spanish and everything and practiced with my friends there, but as soon as we got out into the real world, it's like, oh. Plus, it's harder to learn a foreign language when you are like past the age of 30. So that's when I was trying to learn Spanish. Huh. Okay, I didn't know that either. Veggie machine. Thanks for sharing what that is. I know, Gretchen, none of us deserve hate. None of us deserve trolls and hate and bigots when we come online, but it's just an unfortunate part of the online world right now. It sucks, even those of you that don't have like a presence or whatever I have here, you're just trying to just be a regular person without trying to get a following or whatever, you'll still get it too, just from the fact that you're vegan, or if you're maybe your sexual orientation, whatever. There's just bigots and hateful people out there right now, and they feel emboldened and empowered, and they feel more entitled now to express their hate at you, and they think they can get away with it. But if you try to do it here, we kick your ass out of here and ban you, because we have zero tolerance for that kind of crap. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, you heard that, huh? That was crazy, huh? I didn't know what was going on. You heard that, AJ. Yeah, Dr. Bear, it is very odd they keep coming back to troll my live stream every Friday night. Don't they get bored? Exactly. Since they obviously are not into veganism or anything like that, don't they have anything better to do on Friday night rather than to come to a vegan live stream, in which they're not vegan, and spend like an hour or two, huh? Oh, thank you, Milo. Thank you. Aloha to you as well out there. And hopefully one day we shall be neighbors, both of us living on the beautiful big island of Hawaii. Someday. That's my plan I'm setting into motion. I don't want to talk about it too much, because Angie says, when one talks about something like that, it kind of jinx it or something like that. But it's like, as the old Chinese proverb says, the journey of 1,000, or is it 1,000,000 steps, begins by taking one. So I've taken a couple right now. I'm on my way, hopefully, and we'll see what happens. That's where I'm trying to wind up at some point. Yeah, you know what it's like, Dr. Bear, huh? You tried to practice your Spanish before you left for Mexico, but it's hard in the World War. Yeah, it's the speed of the way natives speak Spanish. How, like, when you're learning, and especially when you're watching a video, an instructional video, the words have pauses in between, right? Little tiny spaces. When you're out in the real world, the words just flow as one flowing, just non. They're just, I can't break or parse the individual words up or anything like that. So it's really, really hard for my brain and ear to deal with it. I just kind of given up. Yeah, John, a large percentage of social media comments are just belittling and ridicule. Yeah, no matter what you're doing, I see it. Angie tells me how, and you would think the band BTS, they spread this positive message of loving yourself and peace and all this, and I see so much hate. At least Angie tells me about all the hate that happens amongst their fans, hating on each other for not fanning the right way. I'm just going, wow, even in BTS, there's all this hate, and I have my faith in humanity has decreased. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm not trying to be ageist, but I don't know, is it a Gen Z thing, or is it what? I mean, how what's going on? How come people feel so entitled to hate on each other? I don't hate on people online. I call people out for their nonsense and misinformation, but is this what communication is going to be like from the future? Now, again, I'm not bagging on Gen Z. I don't know, because that's what the BTS fans are primarily. I'm not talking about all Gen Zs, but the Gen Zs we're seeing there are some of the meanest people I've seen. They're frightening. I mean, they're as frightening as anti-vegans. Seriously, it's the crazy, hateful stuff I've seen. Yeah, Twitter is now X. I think that's all that needs to be said about that, huh, AJ? Huh? Twitter is now X. That's going to fix all their problems there. X. I didn't see that, Jana. An advert saying you need to take some thing to help you poop. Fiber doesn't help you poop, so take their medicine or something like that, huh? Yeah, that Gen Z comment, I mean, there's just not a lot of us Gen Xers in the BTS Twitter sphere, as far as I know. It's mainly people that are a hell of a lot younger than us. That's really Angie. She's the one that reads the BTS tweets BTS related tweets. Anyway, let's see. Any more questions before I get splitting here? Splitting means to leave. It's 70s slang for leave or go somewhere. Threads is all right. I like it in that it's not a cesspool of hate and white supremacy and crap like that. What I don't like about Threads, it forces you into an algorithmic feed, meaning that their algorithm, like TikTok, populates your feed. I just want to see the stuff from the people I'm following. I'm seeing all this other weird stuff I don't really care about. So at least X or Twitter gives you the option to flick between following or the algorithm. Suggested, I think, is what they call it. So that's my big thing about Threads, is I'm seeing a bunch of stuff I don't want to see. It's kind of like what Instagram has been doing for the past year or so. Yeah, X. Yeah, Elon wanted to change PayPal to X back in the day, and the company wasn't having any of that. So now he can do whatever he wants, and he doesn't have people to tell him that his ideas suck. That's what happens when you're a sociopath and you control everyone and everything working under you. You don't have, you just have a bunch of yes people, yes men as they're called. I'm not trying to be gender specific or anything there, or exclusionary, but yeah, just a bunch of yes people. You need some people to tell you, no, this is a stupid idea, don't do it. But it's just funny, just watching you think it can't get any worse. Like, oh, we're going to limit how many tweets you can read in a day. Now it's X. Oh, those blue checks that you used to verify that people were really who they were, you could trust them. No, now any troll pays $8 can get that, and real people don't get that anymore unless they pay the $8, just like the troll. You can't think it can't get any worse. And yeah, the platform keeps getting worse. It's kind of funny in a weird way. Emperor with no clothes, exactly, huh? Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, you might not like Threads then. Fortunately, the algorithm tries to figure out the kind of content you like, but I would prefer to have served up to me the content that I came there to see, of the stuff I'm following. But it seems like every platform, like YouTube does this now. It just seems how things go for the most part. That's what TikTok is known for, their algorithm. That's like the secret sauce of the company. But yeah, X. Yep, changing the name to X. That's going to fix all their problems there. That they lost half their advertisers, that the platform's being just has more hate, and just like the use of the N-word has gone up 100%, 200% since changing it to X isn't going to fix any of the problems. But oh well, let's just watch it with some kind of morbid curiosity and see what happens. You're already bored of Threads? Yeah, me too, Gretchen. I never see the people I'm following in my feed, and hopefully word gets back to the Threads brain power, the people who have designed it and have plans for it. Hopefully they'll know, maybe we should actually serve up content that people came here specifically to see, rather than trying to suggest all this weird stuff to them that they may or may not like. Just a thought, that's why I like to use social media, to find, platforms like that, like the Zuckerberg owned ones. I want to follow people that I know. I don't care about some weird stuff that they want to try to get me into. I'm there to see the people I know. But they don't care about our opinions, huh? They're just trying to optimize their platform to serve ads, to create money, and that's why social media kind of sucks now. It's optimized for cash flow, not for the user experience. Twitter X, SpaceX, BitX. We can't change Bitcoin, can we? Yeah, Dr. Bear. Yeah, Twitter, even before Elon, was already pretty toxic. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Dr. Bear. Yeah, that's 100% true. Just even gotten more toxic, if you can imagine. It's even gotten worse since then. No desire to make a Threads account. Yeah, I don't know if you already have an Instagram account. If you already have an Instagram account, they pretty much took your Instagram followers and following and have that kind of leverage. It starts you off with that kind of on Threads, so you're not starting at square one or something like that. Yeah, Reddit has its own problems too. Yeah, different but similar problems with Reddit. Yeah, there's no perfect social media platform. They all have their pluses and minuses. I'm old school, obviously. I like YouTube the best for all its problems. I wish they did more to prevent hate on their platform. When someone makes an obvious hate video about you, like VD, you should be able to get that crap taken down, but they don't, you know. But anyway, yeah, I wish they were stronger about that. So, you know, I don't know. Pick your poison. Which poison do you want to go with? Yeah, they're optimized to keep people on the platform longer. Yeah, absolutely. That's what they're designed to do. The longer you're on the platform, the more ads they can serve you, the more money they make. It's a really simple equation. You don't need an MBA from Harvard to figure that out. Water fast? No, we're not into fasting on this channel. All caps. No, we're vegan. We're against animal cruelty and exploitation. I don't know where not eating food has come into the discussion about like veganism. I know some vegans are into that, and you know, if you're into that on a personal level, I know like Sarah, she left already, but I know she's into it. That's cool. She does it for her own personal, spiritual, or whatever reasons, resetting. I get it. It's totally cool. I'm not into it, but yeah, it's not a real part of veganism or anything like that. But yeah, if you're into it, keep doing it. As long as you're not harming yourself, you know, if it's working for you, totally cool. Yeah, it's just not my thing. Just like, you know, basketball is my thing, but it's probably not your thing. But I'm not going to criticize you if you're a baseball player or baseball fan or something like that, or a lacrosse fan or a soccer fan or whatever, you know. Just because I do it or don't do it, it's irrelevant as to if you should be doing it. Let's see, Veggie Machine. YouTube is all the social media you've ever had, and I'm not looking for more in any form or name. Personal relationships are where it's at. You have 4 or 5 vegan friends in real life. Awesome. Ali, why do the hate videos get so many views? Because outrage this has been proven. Like, there's been studies that show this. Outrage is what gets people like to click things on social media. If I make a chill, peaceful video, it's going to get way fewer videos than me showing some idiot like Piers Morgan or just an unknown person like quitting vegan. Like, people are more inclined to view outrage. So I guess I'm a little guilty of participating in that somewhat. But now at this point in my YouTube career, I really don't care really about views or anything like that. I used to be all into that before. I used to like watch what's the latest story. I got to beat Mike the Vegan and everyone else to it or whatever. I don't think like that anymore. I just make videos that interest me. If I see someone saying something stupid and I want to respond to that stupid person's stuff, I'll do it. I don't care if they're famous or not famous. Or if I just want to make a video talking about logical fallacies like I did the other day, the circle of life argument. I don't really, it doesn't matter to me because, you know, I'm not doing YouTube for like to get rich or anything like that. Yeah, it's nice to have it add up and be something, but I've never had it be like the dominant part of my income. You know, I'm not relying upon it as my main or primary source of income. Yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind to make another $1,000 a month. Don't get me wrong, but that's not my motivation for doing YouTube. I've been doing it so long now that the motivation now, I'm telling you, is not money. It's to still be motivated to do it. That's the motivation, is to still be motivated to be a vegan activist. I'm a vegan activist. I'm not a cash machine or something like that. My motivation is to make videos that I find interesting in the vegan world. You know, usually people spreading misinformation about veganism is what gets me going. So enough about that. I just wanted to go off on a little share some insights with you about how I think about YouTube now after having been here now for 10 years, over 10 years. Yeah, I don't even really look at the views much anymore. Sometimes I won't even notice for a week or two. Oh, that one got 5,000 or 10,000 views. Wow, cool. You know, surprise, you know, nice. But yeah, Dr. Brad, that's great. I bet it feels so freeing to not worry about views. Yeah, before that was like, I was thinking about that all the time, and now I don't. You know, I just make what I want. That's how I am right now in my mid-50s, guys. Really, I just kind of do what I want. It's a weird concept, I know. It sounds so simple, but I just make the videos that I want. The music I'm making, like I'm doing remixes for people that I want to be doing remixes for. We're making new songs now because we want to be making new songs, putting out new albums. I just remastered an old Love Spirals Downwards album Flux from 1998. I'm doing that because I found all these new tracks. Angie found them. We wanted to release them and get them out into the world. I want to do that. I'm just trying to do things right now that I want to do. That's kind of my philosophy. I'm not really worried about chasing fame and fortune. I mean, like I said, it's nice to be able to pay the bills, but that's not the primary motivation. If I wanted to make a lot of money, I would do something else. I wouldn't be making vegan response videos. I'm telling you, that's not the clear, obvious path to like financial freedom or whatever you want to call it. Corvid Moon, your thoughts on a vegan who wants to start sustaining oneself by being an online advocate for veganism and animal rights? Yeah, it's a great idea. Be able to make a living from something you're passionate about. I get that, Corvid Moon. That's what I've been trying to do my whole life, and I pretty much have been doing for a long time. I guess the easy part is seeing that. The hard part is figuring out, okay, how is that going to work? I mean, where will that support come from? So you said sustaining yourself. Where is that going to come from? What do you need to do to make that happen? So I guess try to be clear on what you would probably have to do to achieve that goal. Not trying to discourage you, just trying to make you kind of direct it, like, okay, what do you got to do? Just try to figure it out. Dr. Bear. Good for you. I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah. Yeah, Uncle, it's kind of like that. Do what I want, when I want. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Bear, good point. It's very difficult to get to the point where you can make a living online. Some people get dumb luck and it happens to them really quickly and really well. That's kind of rare though, but I've seen it happen. Many people can make good quality videos for years and still not get rewarded by the damn algorithm. Yeah, the damn algorithm hates us now. I wish it was back in the old days where people actually saw what they were subscribed to. But yeah, somehow our content is not getting a lot of love from the algorithm. So what can I do? I can't change Google and YouTube's algorithms. I know that because I used to, this is the second time I got screwed by Google YouTube. I told you, make a decent amount of money a long time ago in search engine optimization. But after a while, after a few years, the YouTube algorithms didn't like our websites anymore that had our, that we were doing well from. And here we are now, like a decade and a half later, YouTube's algorithm is not digging our content. So, well, move on, do something else. Didn't we go to like YouTube school or something like that? Yeah, YouTube used to have a place out on the west side of LA, Playa del Rey, called YouTube. God, what was it called? YouTube Space or Place. Something like that. It's been closed down. They shut it like everything during COVID, and then after COVID ended, they said, oh, we're just going to shut it down now. We're not going to reopen it again. But it kind of sucks. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of creators use their space. They had all these beautiful like Hollywood type studios that you could use and really good gear if you needed it, lights, whatever. And it was awesome. We loved that. And they had courses there too at night. We took some there as well. But yeah, they decided they want to move on, different path. But those were the fun days. Sometimes they even ordered vegan pizza for us for their courses because we told them, hey, we're happy all the vegan. Make sure you have some vegan pizza, not just cheese pizza. Yeah, John, Stephen, the algorithm's like the cloud. Huh? No one understands how it works. It just messes things up. Huh? It's kind of like AI too. Yeah, Dr. Bear, I know we did make more sensationalized content in our first, like maybe from 2013 to like 2017, 18, something like that. And after a while, I think that's why I started getting tired of making stuff like that. So yeah, maybe eating 10 bananas a day and stuff like that. Making more like clickbaity and controversial type videos. Fed into what algorithms like to suggest. So yeah, now I'm just doing what I want. The algorithms are not too into it typically, so be it. I'm still here. I'm still making videos. That's my motivation. I enjoy doing this. Is what I'm trying to say. I enjoy making the types of videos that I make, or else I'd be making something else. I really enjoy it. I get to apply my education, my training in philosophy and logic, critical thinking and my skills in audio and video and my passion for veganism. It's this perfect mix of my skill set and my interests. I mean, I have other interests too, obviously, but three things that are really important to me, all kind of merge right here. And I enjoy doing it. I'm getting my money's worth for my philosophy education. Anyway, I'm not saying I made sensationalized content. No, my content, I admit, was probably a bit more sensational. I was making stuff that algorithms were more keen to in our early years. I'll admit to that. I don't think I went overboard, but I thought I was just playing the game that you got to play, right? But now I don't even care about the game, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, I'm sure I would love my videos to get 100,000 views. That'd be awesome, but I'm not willing to play the game that would make that happen at this point in my life. I'm just happy making the videos that I make, and I'm just glad you guys enjoy the content. I'm grateful for that, and if it helps people, that's the whole goal. It's more it's not about me. I mean, it is. I got to keep the lights on and stuff, but it's really content to help other people. Anyway, yeah, that's true, Veggie Machine. What you just said there, totally true. Anyway, guys, this has been a fun live stream. I should get going here. It's almost 3 hours, guys. You guys kept me on a long time for my birthday, so that's cool. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, guys. Really, thanks for everything. I've just been talking. I guess the last 5-10 minutes, I've been expressing gratitude. You guys are, my peeps here. You guys are hardcore viewers. And I appreciate that. Seriously, you guys are great people. I much rather like having this, smaller group, rather than like having like 20,000 people watching all my videos. I don't know who you guys are or anything like that. I know who you guys are on a sort of personal level. I haven't met most of you guys, obviously, but I know your thoughts and your values from all your chats I've seen throughout the months and years, and it's awesome getting to know you guys. And I'm glad we can have that kind of personal, as much as we can on this cyber world here. You know what I'm trying to say, a personal connection. I see your comments, because I see what Angie watching, like when like BTS goes on do live streams, instantly within like 2 minutes they have like 5 million viewers. You see the chat going by, the live chat, it's like insane. They don't know who you guys are in the chat, but I know who you guys are, and I appreciate I have that. If I was famous as BTS, I wouldn't know anything. I'd just be talking into this crazy void of 1 million people. Isn't that weird? A void of 1 million people. That's what it seems like when I see you watching those streams. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for all the birthday love. I'm turning 56, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Gosh, just 10 years ago, someone said, "Wow, you're gonna be 56, do a live stream." I go, "Wow, am I still gonna be on YouTube?" Here I am, and I appreciate that you guys are giving me so much love tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. And thanks for suggesting all the videos that you guys do. You guys told me earlier in the live stream, this person who made a "Why I'm No Longer Vegan" video, you guys know I like making responses to those videos. I love to see the reasons that people give and see if they make any sense. So if I can find the time over the next few days, I'm going to jump on it and check it out, because that's what I want to do. I do what I want to do, and I'm glad you guys are into that. So thank you so much, guys. So we'll be back next Friday for another live stream, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And look on our Instagram, because Angie will probably take a few photos of what we're going to do on my birthday. So that is Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. I'm Ryan Lum Rocks, my name with Rocks, ROCKS at the end, on Threads and Instagram, so you can follow me there. I'll probably post a few pictures too, guys. So thank you, guys. Much love to everyone. Thank you, Uncle, for being our awesome moderator. And yeah, your job was easy tonight, Uncle. No banning, no trolls. We all had a fun night tonight. So hope you guys appreciate that as well too. The blessing we had tonight of just being amongst ourselves and not having some person trying to like make us feel bad or whatever. All right, guys, I gotta get going. I'll see you guys all next week. I'll try to get a new video out. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. Much love to you all. Thanks for all the super chat donations I got tonight for my birthday. I'll apply them to my we're gonna go, I assume, have some kind of lunch or dinner or something like that. Maybe get a little wine or something like that. Or a little tropical drink or something. I'll share that all with you guys. So thanks so much. Much love to you guys. And I'll see you next week with a new video, hopefully. And if not, next Friday, live stream for sure. All right, much love, guys. Remember, doesn't suck being vegan. Peace.